I'm gonna get my life together. I
I
promise.
believe you. It's
Speaking of
happening.
which, transition. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey,
Welcome back.
gang. What's up? What's up?
Oh, we got so much to talk about.
We have so many topics for
Indeed.
tonight.
Indeed.
We really do.
A lot.
A plethora.
Little preface, of course, we got some new trailers that have been hitting streets. Me and Tori just got back from the theater seeing that Mortal Kombat movie.
It was.
I got my notes ready to go. Tori, you collected your thoughts?
Yeah, I got a little something.
Okay.
Okay. And you said the theater wasn't really that packed when y'all went?
Oh, it was like 6 people, including us.
Okay.
But it was a 3 p.m. showing, so I'll be fair in that
Matinee.
regard.
Yeah.
And
Now,
it's not Friday. People are probably it's doing that again.
They're gonna turn out in droves on Friday.
No, it's doing this thing again.
with the stream,
Go to click on multi-stream.
Yeah,
and see.
doing that again.
Yeah, it's only for Twitch.
Why is it doing that? You need to.
dang technical issues.
I think we also already got a sub from Big. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
word?
get the name right.
Big Trev 76.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
It came in like
Hey,
just
Thank
yeah.
you,
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Trev
Hey,
Appreciate the
76.
sub.
We just got started. Well, thank you.
Okay. Is it still doing it though?
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, Age, I'll have to do we last. I'll just send.
All right, just send them to
you.
me,
Yeah.
and I can read them off mine.
Beloved chat, bear with us. We're
Come
getting
through it.
the reading of the chat situation straightened out. Okay, there we go. Orion,
Okay, what's up,
From
Orion?
YouTube.
good to see
The
you.
Okay.
tubes of you.
I know it's here too.
Welcome.
Hey,
I know it.
Noah.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Pulling up as always.
Can always count on that.
For sure. For sure.
No, me and David definitely have to make some time to go and see the Mortal Kombat movie now.
Or we could just go see Michael again. That sounds fun.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to get starting to get an understanding for how you felt for the movie.
Look, I'll get my thoughts out there.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this real quick. We've been talking a lot about how the theater industry has been struggling and how it needs that jolt. I'm gonna be real, because we didn't see it in IMAX this time around. We saw it in just regular standard.
Okay.
That quality was trash,
It was?
in my opinion.
Did you go up here to?
AMC Castle.
Okay.
Wait, so
Now-
regular movie theaters are now trash. Only IMAX for Joe.
And I know the irony that you're trying to pull.
Okay,
here.
okay.
Trying to say
Yeah,
bougie.
Joe has
yeah, I'm about to say.
You done got-
Yeah, because when I mentioned about theater quality and heated seats, Joe said, "Y'all don't need that."
Now,
You're talking
now-
then about the experience of just sitting in the theater.
That's part of.
I'm talking
done
about
got-
the actual.
you done-
Oh,
you
okay.
done got Bugetto now.
Yeah, it's different when what they say, Tori. It's different when they do it.
Oh,
like
man.
you know, all right.
But to be fair, too, a lot of it too is because the Mortal Kombat movie specifically does get very dark in some spots, and especially during some action spots. So trying to keep up with that, and of course, your seating's got to be optimal. It can be a little challenging sometimes, but
We had some pretty high quality seats.
Okay.
yeah,
Well, let's
I mean,
say-
because again, nobody was in there, so we could just pick wherever we wanted. So.
Exactly. Sat right where we wanted. Nice, comfortable, extra leg room. Hey, can't beat that.
What's up, Celestial Being, Vince Arts, and Raven Thy Black?
Welcome.
Hello.
We got some love on Instagram.
Okay. Appreciate that. All right. So something pretty cool happened. Was it yesterday or how long ago was that posted, Tori?
It was
It was recently.
It was recently.
yeah, it was like about 24 hours ago.
Okay. So very recently we were reposted to with a DJ Who Kid Instagram page,
Mhm.
and it was our clip talking about the CGI in the Michael movie.
Yeah, that's true.
What do people based off that video? What is the general concept?
Dear audience, just so you know, we had a heated, or at least they did, had a very heated argument about this, but 15 minutes before we went live. So,
It wasn't that heated. It was
Y'all,
just like,
No, Tori.
Asia was turning red.
Because Tori is such a. Because Tori does
No,
this
I
all
rest my
over
case.
again, and Tori needs to be punished for these crimes.
I didn't even do
And I'm sick of
anything.
this. No, I'm sick of you getting away with this.
I didn't even
This
do
was
anything.
not, no, stop it. And this
I
is-
didn't-
and I tell him I didn't do anything.
I didn't even do anything.
I was just reading my One Piece manga. I wasn't doing anything.
Pretty
That's
much.
how you always act.
I
Pretty
be
much,
literally
yeah.
turning you into Jesse Pinkman,
Oh.
gaslighting the shit out of you, and you're like, you can't keep getting away with this.
I literally didn't do anything. I literally spoke. I gave a very thoughtful what is that
Lie.
wasn't a lie.
Thoughtful lie.
It was a real well thought out comparison.
No, it was. It had nothing to do with the
was.
argument at hand. The argument
It had
at hand. The argument at hand is that the CGI in the Michael movie, especially when it pertains to the bubble scene, deserved a lot better because this is a movie about the king of pop. The king of pop who spared no expense for his short films, not music videos, his short films. He was doing things that were transformative in the 80s in his music videos. And you think the king of pop would have accepted that bullshit CGI of Bubbles? He would have spared no expense to get Marvel quality CGI to make sure that everything that he wants perfect in his movie would be perfect. Because Michael was a perfectionist. And y'all should know this. Y'all are the Michael fans.
That's not what we was arguing about, though. You were saying that they should have got real animals. Because I said they did it in. I'm just saying
there should have been a little more money could have been spared for that. When Michael Jackson accepted that.
You wanted them to spend most of the budget on the CGI.
That's not what I'm talking about. Here you go, putting words in my. That is not what we said.
Michael would have.
For a 3-minute scene.
Yes, Michael would have.
He didn't do that in none of his videos.
It's one of the most expensive music videos of all time. What are you talking about?
How many monkeys was in that?
Tori, that has nothing to do with the argument at hand. What I'm saying is that he would have spared no expense for his own movie if he was able to have a hand in it.
He ain't never had Avatar quality CGI in none of his videos.
For the time?
For the time, yes, he did.
Okay, now hold on.
Transformative for the time. He was doing things that other artists weren't doing in their music videos.
To interject.
Different technology other people didn't have.
Y'all act like they had, like they walked out there with some Muppets as a monkey for him. Yeah, like they had Curious George on a
Okay, hold on. Tori, to jump in here real quick. First of all, creator collab, Gunn champion, Barry Allen, Toys and Tits, and Joel Charles. Welcome.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
This is the point that I brought up to you off stream, where you say that Michael would have spared no expense. Of course, because he's done that before. He's put his own money up for the production of Thriller, among other things. Michael was a perfectionist, for sure. He's gone now. The people in charge ain't moving the same way. At one point, Michael Jackson would let people use his samples and his beats and things like that just to say, hey, go ahead. You ain't got to pay me nothing for it just to keep my name alive and keep me relevant. Sure, go ahead. Because he was cool like that. Not anymore. Sexy Red comes tripping with a whack-ass song. The MJ estate shut that shit down.
Cease and desist.
Yeah. So we're in a different time here.
But Joe, isn't that what Asia is saying, which is this is supposed to be honoring him, so it's a fair critique against the estate.
First of all,
whoever's behind it.
Percentage, hold on, no. What percentage of the movie was the monkey? Give a number.
Less than 1.
0.
But this was Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
Does that completely...
He spent millions of dollars on that screen video. I know y'all are trying to say, well, Bubbles wasn't that important to spare that expensive. He did short music videos, and one of them is the most expensive music videos of all time. So I don't think timing really matters.
But nothing about that music video he needed to spend millions of dollars on a 3-minute clip of a monkey.
Why not, though?
Why you got... There's 2 other hours of the movie. You mean to tell me to scrap all that?
No.
Y'all show that in so we can we can see a better looking monkey.
Then yes, but this is the king of pop. Everything needs to be perfect. Okay.
He deserved that.
This
is all his legacy.
But I'm a real fan. I believe that. I don't know about. I can't speak.
How is you a real fan? You just heard Liberian Girl for the first time last week.
Hey, listen.
Damn.
Listen.
Hush mode.
Real fan. What real fan?
Y'all have to go there, all right? We on the Michael journey right now. We're on the Michael journey.
Listen. What?
First off, why is it every time Dave gets called out, his lips got to curl in like this?
Truth about you.
Look, my final word on the monkey situation. I think the actual model of the monkey was just fine in terms of the CG rendering. The animation could have been a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it does not make or break the movie. And speaking as a diehard Michael fanatic, there are other things that I would have preferred be acknowledged over them. There's far more important things to talk about in Michael's legacy, both old and new, than the monkey, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with you. All I'm saying is this. The reason that I'm bringing this up is because this should be like unanimous. Hey, could the CGI have been better than monkey? Yes, move on. But I'm telling you.
Y'all gotta be combative.
But if you want to fight, I'm telling you, as MJ fans, there's bigger fights to take up.
But the fact that Tori went as far to say that Avatar and what movie was that? And Planet of the Apes is the same CGI as
I never said Avatar.
So extreme.
I never said Avatar.
Okay, sure. Even if you want
I said Bubbles and one of the monkeys from Planet of the Apes damn near couldn't tell the difference.
I can watch
tell the difference.
But at the same time, I can watch the flesh. No,
the first one with James Franco in it, they look just like that. They look just like that. The first James Franco one, they look just like that. You mean to tell me when that monkey turned to him and started looking, you mean to tell me he looked just like a real monkey? How many real monkeys you ever seen that do that?
I have like tears in my eyes. I cannot believe you are like this all the time consistently. You like this every single time.
Chat, pull up a clip from that first James Franco Planet of the Apes movie. And look at the bubbles from the Michael Jackson movie. Tell me they don't look the same.
No.
First off, y'all.
He may have a few more gray hairs, but that's it.
No.
Regardless of which CG is better, though, between the monkey and Bubbles and the Planet of the Apes, it's all CG. None of this stuff is real. It's a fucking movie. Just let it go.
I'm sorry. I think Wyatt Draper had a real monkey in the American Dream movie, and that one came out in the 90s.
When did that movie come out?
In the 90s.
In the 90s. Like, I already told you what they were doing in the 90s.
What they got to do it? What were they doing in the 90s, Tori?
Mike Tyson was walking around with an unlicensed tiger. They was getting away with stuff like that.
Okay, now hold on. Since you brought up the American... Tori, hold on. Since you brought up the American Dream, here's a point for you. Because you say that Michael would have spared no expense for his story to be represented perfectly. He was alive during the production of the American Dream. Do you think that Michael would have wanted to portray his tour with his brothers, where everything's all hunky-dory, and he gives a whole speech of, this tour is about the dream, an American dream of our ancestors. It's a victory. Like, that didn't happen.
Well, no, he was producer on it.
Yeah.
So he was okay with that.
So he would be fine, probably fine with the CGI monkey Bubbles.
Nah, he would have been saying the same thing I'm saying is y'all had a real monkey in the 90s. Y'all could have had something even better in 2026.
Well, tell you what, you can ask Michael himself. Oh, wait, he's dead. He's not here to defend himself.
Again, like I said before, Dr. Dolittle had better CGI than Michael.
There was CGI.
Yes, it was. It was
They
both.
was real animals, and all they did was pasted a mouth on it that was moving.
They did the annoying orange effect.
Animatronics and real animals.
That looked better.
And then a little bit of CGI, but most of it was real animals.
Why didn't we do that? Why didn't we do that?
Yeah.
Rules was different then.
Y'all, we damn near 15 minutes still hung up on this damn monkey.
Hey, we can move on. All right, you're right.
All right, fine.
Next time y'all do another Michael movie and y'all got Bubbles in there, use 99% on the CGI, and then whatever's left, do the movie.
No, y'all got plenty of budget. Just set aside some budget to make sure shit looks realistic.
Again, I'm concerned with bigger things. Can we talk
I
about
anybody
Sony in these movies?
I don't know anybody that was like, those 3 minutes a monkey just ruined it.
Jay Farrow actually had an issue with it too. Don't forget that. That's your king. You love him.
What's you with this king shit? What are you talking about?
You follow him.
Okay, but I ain't calling nobody my king. I'm not you and Drake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
What you talking about? You got OVO tatted on your neck.
All right.
See, that's going to be added to the furry lore for sure. Why?
Don't do him.
I know it does ask the question and say, what is so hard about having real animals? Where are you getting this information
here's the
from?
Who's your source on this?
Yeah, where's this information from that films can't get animals anymore?
I never said they can't get animals anymore, but when you do have real animals in these movies, you have to have a bunch of insurance that's covering everybody on set. Then you have to have certain animal permits. Then you got to make sure all the actors are open and welcome to working with real animals.
Proper training.
If you was in a movie, would you? And they say, hey, we need you to hold a lion for this set. Would you do that for this scene?
How much I'm getting paid?
You getting paid regular price. No insurance.
Why are you making excuses for a major?
Why are we still talking about the monkey?
We can move on. I'm ready.
Listen, I'll transition. Listen. Okay, so David, you had a rant or an issue that you wanted to address.
What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Now Dave's turn to get mad.
It's just a quick.
And I know Tori, you had something you want to add on to this as well.
Oh yeah, I got.
It's just before we get into the topics, it's just a quick PSA. PSA for all men out there.
Yeah.
When you go to the restroom and you see a line of urinals and you see a guy at one of them, if there are open spaces, go to the other one. For whatever reason, there's an issue right now happening where men feel the need to be 20 urinals and they will go to the one right next to you and then make it worse and start a conversation.
Don't ask me no questions. First of all, why are you talking to me while you holding your meat?
Whoa.
Like, what? What are we doing out here? I'm just saying.
Wait.
We got a I'm just saying we in a bathroom and I'm trying to take a leak. We got spaces and you decide, you know what? I'm feeling kind of lonely today. Let me strike up a conversation with this decent gentleman right here. Let me stand right next to him.
So you're telling me there's like not dividers?
There are dividers, but people still be like, oh, some bathrooms don't. The ones in Chicago, they didn't have dividers next to
So there's some bathrooms where y'all are just all
to clarify, they have dividers, but they don't go above like 4.5 feet.
And then
if you're tall, then
It's like that one meme. It's like that one meme where the dude was standing there and the dude said, where he was like, "What you doing?" And then But like, if you got space in the bathroom, take the space. Why stand next to somebody? Come on, dog, and don't talk to nobody. Like, what do you want me to say? Oh, nice to meet you. Like, what?
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's stupid. Don't talk to nobody in the bathroom. And don't try to shake my hand. I don't even care if you wash your hand. You just got done touching your meat. Hand's still hot. Don't try to shake my hand. Don't dap me up. I don't care. No, I don't want none of that. Yeah, you get elbow outside the bathroom. No contact with nobody in the bathroom. What's up? What we doing? That's all. Okay. That's all I gotta say.
But thank you, Raven Knight Black, $5 super chat.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to you guys on a great stream. Thank you. We got a lot to talk about.
Thank you. We just getting started.
Yes. We got hung up on a couple things for a second, but we're getting into it.
Okay. Are you ready to dive into some topics?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay. Let's talk about some tings today. One ting, Star Fox for the Switch 2. So Nintendo did like a surprise.
A surprise? Excuse me? No, that was a straight up RKO out of nowhere. I'm at work and I see there's a stream schedule. I'm like, the fuck, Nintendo, why y'all keep doing this?
No, we saw it and we're like, wait a minute, did this already happen?
But Star Fox Direct.
Yes, exclusive Star Fox Direct came out. However, fans were comparing the art design to the prefix Sonic movie model and calling it a uncanny valley. And complaints also hit the fact that it's yet another Star Fox 64 remake and not a new story. Does that bother y'all that it's not a new story?
Sound like a cash grab to me.
Please explain. Wait, hold on. Wait, please explain.
Now remember, David,
we're not gonna put work. We're not gonna put work into something new. We're just gonna give you something you already have and just buffer it up a little bit.
I want you to make sure you're very clear on your wording here, because you said not putting work into something new.
I'm talking about they're recycling a story that's already been done.
And yet it's being reworked from the ground up, new cutscenes, totally different graphics engine.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But it's still the same. Tori's saying the core of the game is the same, because some fans do want
like the 12th time
they want a sequel. That's what Tori's saying. They still have to put work on it, but Tori, you want something new instead of Star Fox 64, right?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Well, I mean, if they're going to do 64, I mean, they know people want the worlds to collide, so let's give them something new. But I don't know. Have they been working on something new besides the 64?
I think this is it. That's what they've been working on.
I mean,
do they see sequels after this?
Well, here's the issue. I'm sure they would, but the problem is they've been trying to essentially relaunch Star Fox for a good number of years. Of course, I think since the GameCube era, when they had like Star Fox Assault or something or whatever it was called, that didn't go so well. And then they had Star Fox 64 on the 3DS, re-released it on the eShop, on the Wii and the Wii U. They had Star Fox Zero, which was like supposed to be essentially what this is doing. It was supposed to be that, but that didn't work. And now here we are again. But this, I think, actually looks promising. If we play it and have a great time, play online and play with each other and play the story, and then I think if this game does well, or at least well enough by Star Fox standards, then we'll probably get a brand new story. That's what makes sense.
How's the multiplayer going to run?
They showed that.
Yeah,
in the trailer. They got multiplayer in there.
You can have like dog fights and stuff, which I think they did before on like
Was it a big lobbies?
I don't know. Look, they just announced this shit like 2 days ago.
I'm getting some like Battlefront action.
I don't know if it was all that.
No, it's not going to be like a shooter.
It was kind of self-contained from what I
It's going to be like, you're flying in your jets and doing dog fights. Like I said, Star Fox 64 on the 3DS had a similar multiplayer thing as well, and that was pretty fun.
Vince Art says Star Fox looked weird, and Vince Art also agrees with you about it being a cash grab for sure.
and they also commented that the characters looked weird. Creator Collab says AI is so good that there will be a place where new stories are going to be written and animated with AI. Would you guys support something like that?
No, pretty much no.
Mm-hmm. And then Vince Art says Fox looked like he had a dead face, like he's over it. Well, that's a big complaint from fans. Some fans are just like dogging out the design. Do y'all think?
I mean,
it looks that bad
before though?
They did it with Ugly Sonic.
But the thing is,
this is Star Fox is as bad as Sonic.
This is not even close. I'm
Like,
not even gonna let him. No, I'm not even letting anybody.
You talking like looks
nowhere near that bad.
Nah, Ugly Sonic was bad. That man had Simpson teeth.
Okay, so not as because some fans are comparing Star Fox.
Some fans are fucking stupid. Y'all need to chill. We've been down this road before with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh my God, why does his fur look like that? So what? The game was still nominated and got all these awards and still sold like hotcakes. The fuck do you want? The game's gonna sell.
They want Star Fox to look like he did in the movie.
Yeah.
I think I prefer it this way, honestly.
Okay.
But now, here's my wonder. Because I haven't looked this up, but I almost wonder if they're using the same graphics engine that they did for Metroid Prime 4. Because graphically, they look pretty comparable. And Prime 4, for its faults, did actually look really good. So.
The One True Sona says, hey, love your streams. I'm happily subscribed.
Oh, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happily appreciate it.
And I do think Heart of Sushi actually followed us on Twitch not too long ago. So
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Ultima Requiem says, Platinum Games Star Fox, ?
Did they do that?
I don't think they have.
I don't think. Is this by Platinum Games? I didn't see their name in the.
I don't think I saw any.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but confirm. Let us know if that is the case.
Yeah. I don't think Star Fox Zero was Star Fox Zero developed by Platinum. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I mean, look, I still love Platinum games. So, I mean, hey, might be nice. I still got to play Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm tripping.
Yeah. So for me, when it comes to the Star Fox design, I didn't think it was that bad. Like, it definitely took a little bit of adjusting. I was like, oh, okay. Like, they even mentioned in the trailer, like, hey, new design. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's the new design. I kind of just accepted it for just something new that I would get used to. Then I go online and I see all these fans going off about how terrible it is. And I see Sonic comparisons and things like that. For me, like I said, I still think it looks cool. I want to play it. I check it out, especially if there's a demo out before. But I do think from a business perspective, I do think this was smart for them to introduce Star Fox in their biggest, franchise, their biggest movie.
Here.
Yeah, and then they, a couple months later or weeks later, dang near, Star Fox game is announced and stuff. So to me, like, they kind of did it before with the first Mario movie where they had Donkey Kong in it and had Donkey Kong Bonanza after. So I see what Nintendo's doing where they're marketing their games into the movies to get people excited about different franchises and stuff. So it's smart to me. I like it.
Funny story too. There's rumors going around that they're actually in talks of making a Metroid like sort of horror themed movie. I think they're talking about it being live action, which, I mean, hey, sounds good if it's executed properly. Now,
who are you gonna cast?
I don't know yet.
Sydney Sweeney as Samus.
Look, between that, I'll go with Brie Larson. I'll take that, but I would prefer just cast an unknown. That'd be me. But then again, Metroid doesn't sell as crazily, so they'll probably go with like a big name star because you got to get butts and seats if you want to make your money back. So I get it.
So if the first Mario movie did Donkey Kong and then came out with Donkey Kong Bonanza, then this movie did Star Fox, and now we got Star Fox 64 again. What is going to be the next character?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it is. They're going to make a Metroid reference in there, and then they're going to.
They already did
they're going to release a Metroid 6, like I've been wishing for, and then I will be a very happy man. And
they showed Metroid in the Mario movie.
Where?
At the airport. You saw the ship fly out before you saw the Pinkman. I think it was on the Pinkman. It was the ship took off.
What color was it?
It's like, I forgot. It was like orange or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I told y'all.
I mean, there's a lot.
They had Lil Mac. They had Lil Mac in there.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
They had Samus.
But I think what Asia's talking about is like who's good. Like usually the trend is big cameo game announcement.
Yeah.
I want to say Kirby, but that ain't gonna happen because they said they ain't gonna do Smash Bros.
Well, wait. Why would it not be Kirby? You can just do a Kirby solo movie. Yeah. Kirby's very popular.
Sakurai ain't gonna let Kirby die. So
yeah, Kirby does make sense for another like cameo if Kirby's.
I feel like it's way past time. Kirby is quite popular. So
no, honestly, it makes sense for characters that kind of I don't know. I don't mean to insult Donkey Kong, but characters that need kind of a boost in the franchise.
It's
like
the Fire Emblem effect.
Yes, where it's in Smash and then it gets, exactly. So to me, Kirby's already doing fine as a game franchise. I'm throwing out a game franchise that I think could maybe use a boost. Joe, one of your favorites, maybe F-Zero.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe they have a F-Zero sequence or something, and then
coincidence. I mean, not really coincidence.
Did they have one? I think they had a ship. Didn't they have a ship in the movie?
Well,
they had everybody's ship according to you.
Well,
was the ship in it too? The Captain Falcon.
I thought they had one of his.
Well, here's an interesting thing about it, because since F-Zero X on the 64, there's been a character in F-Zero called James McCloud, who is based off of James McCloud, Fox McCloud's father in Star Fox, and he has like a ship that kind of looks like the R-wing. So it's possible that might be the transition. And look, I'll happily take a sequel, remake, prequel, whatever of my favorite futuristic racing game franchise. I'll be very happy for that.
Creator Cloud wants to know, is Mega Man part of this universe?
No.
Okay.
But Shadow Brohan does agree with Tori and say, yeah, Metroid was in the movie. So
okay, so I must have missed it.
I'm telling you, man, I be looking for them references, man.
I know you do.
Real quick, I'm gonna hit some comments. Creator Cloud wants to know, are we gonna talk about Static Shock?
Super.
Oh, they did announce that they're working on it in development. It's not on our list, but we definitely should talk about it. We are Static Shock fans. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm down to see it.
I know there's a lot that's kind of a toss up with all this crazy business with Paramount and stuff going on, and I think, hate to get to there, but I think a lot of the reason why it went to Paramount over Netflix is because politics gets involved, and the people in charge, and then you think they're gonna let a black superhero. I'm just saying.
No, and they got.
Okay, I don't know about. We kind of doing deep into conspiracy theories here.
I'm just saying.
All we have is an announcement that the movie's being made, and we got all this. I don't know.
But like I said, even before you get to that, like I said, there's still a toss up on a number of things, because who knows? There's rumors going around that James Gunn will still be in. There's rumors that James Gunn will be out because this underperformed, this did well enough. Like, there's so much going on.
I'm out of the loop, I guess. I've not seen anything like from a major publication that says James Gunn might be out. Is this like
I said, there's
nothing. Is this wishful thinking?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, out on what?
No, literally what I just said
fired.
What I literally just said
because I remember I just showed you that he bringing what's his name in to be in the next Superman.
Well, like I said, there's literally conflicting sources from like all sides with different sides of the same thing at different conclusions. So it's like, at this point, there's no way to know for sure.
Got it.
But we also can't really bank on things for sure going one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Okay. Vince Art's on the Star Fox design. Nah, he's not as bad as Sonic design, just looks weirdly different. Don't hate it though.
Yeah.
Two-Face Artist has a question for us. Since Captain America Civil War is 10 years old, survey whose side were you on, Captain America or Iron Man?
I was on Cap's side. 100%. Even when I played what's that?
Rivals?
Ultimate Alliance?
Oh, that game.
Ultimate Alliance? Because here's the thing. You want to sign the superhero accord, that means you're giving up your identity. You're putting your secret identity in a database, and your identity is no longer secret. So now you have to fight these bad guys, and the bad guys are always getting into these databases. So now they know who you are. They can go after you. They can go straight to the source, go straight to your family. And then now, because you see how the Hydra infiltrated Shield, they had inside agents working there for years.
Not but Tori, but the alternative is just them running wild like they were before, and people just dying all the time.
Lots of people died.
Yeah,
a lot of people died.
Yeah,
because of this the situation. But just because I give up my secret identity, and the government's going to treat them like tools regardless if they sign or not. Like, they just want somebody to blame. If anything happened, the government send you out there. If it go right, we did that, and if it go wrong, you did that.
I'm with Captain America is right.
So no, I know. I said Captain.
Oh no, Iron Man. Sorry, Iron Man.
You on Iron Man?
You gonna give up your secret identity? Then what happened? Then when you a hero, now you done gave up your secret identity. Say your arch nemesis finds out who all your family are. Then what you gonna do? You gonna see somebody? Hey, can y'all help me protect my family?
You might need some protection.
Remember how many people Wanda accidentally killed?
Yeah, Wanda killed a lot of people
And
in the
then
hospital.
remember, she kind of enslaved the whole city of people too.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah. What? Go. Say it again.
She enslaved a whole like city of people and had them under mind control, and they was, you know. Do you think maybe some regulation was needed?
Okay. Yes. And
a little bit.
To add to that.
And did you watch the Captain America when Hydra took over? Shield? Did you see that one?
That wasn't because of Sokovia Accords, though, was it?
They went into the government, same ones that wanted people to sign those accords. The same ones that wanted to sign those accords are the same people that had Hydra infiltrated in their stuff. So that means the bad guys know who your family is. Are you willing
We need to make an adjustment to the privacy part of it.
There is none. There is no privacy.
How are they going to do that?
But Tori,
that's the whole point of signing. That's the whole point of signing the accord.
On the other side,
you don't want no privacy.
Okay, but on the other side of that, here we go. So we have the Avengers. Let's say tomorrow I wake up with powers. That means that I can now, as a random person with powers, can go and just do whatever.
None of the Avengers have secret identities.
So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about
that means Spider-Man has to give up his secret identity.
He did.
He has to give up, and then you know what happened when his secret identity got leaked?
Aunt May got shot.
Aunt May got shot. I see you.
Okay, what I'm saying is,
so that means
some adjustments made.
So let me ask you this: if you was a hero, would you have a secret identity? Would you wear a mask, or would you be out there like that?
Secret identity.
Got your chain on with your glasses. You don't care. There's no secret identity. You sign those accords, then now everybody know who you are.
Okay, again, we need an adjustment to some of the privacy parts. But I'm saying again, Tori, you never answered.
But I keep telling you, there is no privacy.
You won't answer. You won't answer.
Do you think signing those accords is gonna stop any death from happening? You think the bad guys gonna be like, oh wait, you signed the paperwork?
So
we're gonna take a break. We ain't gonna kill today.
One identity, thousands of lives. That's
so what you saying is
they just need to adjust the privacy.
So you rather protect the people than your family.
Aren't I a hero? If I'm a hero, is it my job?
Okay, but then you're putting everybody over your own family. In the Marvel universe,
needs
DC
of the
universe,
many, needs of the few. Tori.
Anytime bad guys get a hold of you, there's nothing is ever secure in these worlds.
Tori, but again, I'm saying there needs to be an adjustment to the privacy, but there needs to be some.
But you keep saying there needs to be an adjustment to the privacy, like that's gonna stop a bad guy from getting the information.
No, what I'm saying is there needs to be some serious, needs to be under lock and key.
Do you think Lex Luthor would be able to get that information?
Is he in this universe?
No, I'm asking. Do you think? Yes, he could.
We'll say Dr. Doom.
I'm just saying, but it's been like a Civil War type deal on DC and Marvel. And DC and Marvel was the Injustice, and Marvel there was the Hero Accords. But what I'm saying is, bad guys. They're smart bad guys. They're gonna if they're gonna find it, and if it's in a database, they're gonna find it.
Okay, but you're fixated on one specific thing. What about? Address what we're saying. For example, what I'm bringing up is, according to you, it should be okay that right now we hear police sirens. If I have powers, then I can go up there and beat them up and maybe even potentially kill them, and I just go home, no problem. That is what you're saying.
I'm not saying West. I'm not saying that because not all heroes kill, and some heroes do save people.
No, I'm talking. You're not.
Again, there's no.
But what you're saying is,
hold on. Don't think I'm taking your side on this.
I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying.
Do you know what you're giving up if you had signed those heroes?
Yes, but address that part there. What about that? What about the fact that you can have Wild West with heroes just going out doing whatever, and they can go home with no consequence? They can go and potentially kill people on accident or not, and go home. That should be okay.
Well, I think bottom line on whichever side you pick. Well, hold on.
Accident.
I think bottom line on whichever side you pick, I would mostly stand on the Captain America side, but either side has to operate on somebody's benevolence, because if you want to side with the government, the government can't totally be trusted. And if you side with the superheroes, it's like you said, it's wild, wild west. So it's like you low-key have to pick your poison. But I would honestly go more with the wild west side over putting your own power and your agency in the hands of the government, because then you're dealing with like institutional power, and then I think history's proven they can't be trusted with that. So just
Okay, so two-face artists. I hope you have your answer. Tori and Joe are team Captain America.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Dave and I are team Iron Man.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
We answered that one. Oh, I wanted to hit some comments over here. Gomez Rex says, "Yo, I love the red ribbon hat, Joe."
Well, thank you.
And then Ultima
Look at the
Requiem
trucker
said,
hat.
"Trapped in anime, Civil War."
Low key.
And then I know back on Static Shock real quick before I move on to our next topic.
Tori,
I
you
know
get
it
to be
said
Bucky.
I don't.
You get to be Bucky.
All right.
No, he don't like Bucky.
That's messed up, Joe.
Why?
Because the arm.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Because he had the arm injury.
That's a good arm, you know?
Nah, Joe.
That's crazy.
Chad, Tori had an arm injury a couple years ago.
I forgot all about that.
No. I know, Joe. This man thinks 20 steps ahead.
First off, Dave, don't even start. Don't even start. Because we got data on you, too. Every time you see a car missing that bumper, you always go back to Tori.
I was in the car. I was in the car when it happened. Is that your car? What are you talking about? You riding in my new car. What are you talking about? You was literally in my car, in my new car, asking me, "Hey, is that my old car sitting over there?"
It did look kind of like
it. It looked nothing like it. It wasn't even the same color car. It just missing a bumper.
That's crazy. I don't think that happened.
Anyway, please take it away.
One more comment.
You know, I know the animated. Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was trying to read. I know it said, "I don't want a live action of Static Shock. I want an animated series." What about y'all?
I want both.
Both of them?
I want both of them.
Okay. If you have to choose.
I do live action.
Gun to your head.
You said what?
Gun to your head. Which one you choosing?
They're gonna have to shoot me. Whoa.
Over Static Shock.
I can't pick. You just gonna have to shoot me, and I'll think about it later. I would say I personally would vote for the live action only because
me too.
We've already got a great animated series. Like we can go back and watch that now on Tubi, right? So yeah, let's do something different.
The showrunner passed away.
He did, and that's very sad.
I mean,
that's part of why.
How many other great comic creators have passed?
Because Batman, what's his name, Bob?
Well, fuck him, but you know,
he worked because he worked.
Bill Finger, other people.
He worked on the Justice League stuff too.
Wow.
I don't know. Bill, what's his name? Bob Kane. Yeah, he was an asshole, but that's well known at this point.
Okay.
All right, next topic. Gen V Season 3 canceled by Amazon Prime Video. Amazon confirmed Gen V won't return for a third season 6 months after Season 2 wrapped. Executive producers Eric Kripke and Evan Goldberg cited a business decision by Amazon, not a creative one, and promised that Gen V characters will show up in The Boys Season 5 and Vault Rising coming out in 2027.
So they're chopping one show just to merge them into one show.
Yeah, I mean, because they announced the cancellation like right in the middle of this current season of The Boys.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, if they want them to interact with the main characters for the regular show, I guess it makes sense to, instead of having them hop back and forth, they could just be all in one singular.
What about the Gen V fans who love the show?
I mean, won't it be just one show now? Gen V with The Boys?
Some people really like specifically
their own. They had their own thing going on. They weren't mixed in with the other characters.
I mean, at some point, they're gonna have to interact with each other, especially with Homelander running around like he do. Because like you can't have Homelander, things stepping up with Homelander, getting to that point where he's either you with him or against him, and then you have this separate offsetting where they're just living their own separate life, and nothing that's happening over there is even affecting their way of living. So like I can understand it that from that perspective.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm seeing a trend here.
What
are you noticing?
What are you talking about?
Tori is always gonna throw what's what I'm looking for? What's it called?
Lifeline.
A lifeline to studios.
To who?
To the movie studio.
I don't even know what studio they with.
You think you're defending Marvel with your last breath.
Yes.
I don't know.
Tori defended Marvel Studios no matter what decision they made. All right, that was first. Michael, he's defending the CGI bubbles. And now 3, he's defending Amazon for saying, oh, it's cool to cancel a show. Who cares about the fans?
I mean, but I'm just saying, are they really canceling it?
Yes,
if the characters,
they had a storyline
if the characters are going on and they're going
to be side pieces over. Are you okay with there being side pieces over here now?
There's going to be one singular.
Okay, now Dave, hold up, Dave. I got to call you out for a second here because you, Mr. Talking about Tori shilling out to a company. How many Apple products you got? Oh, you quiet now. Look at you.
All of them.
That you can't hear me with that AirPod in?
All of them.
Where's the other one? Did you drop it?
Damn.
Did it get lost in your luggage?
That's the hands-free lifestyle. You know, you gotta.
Oh, maybe it's charging in the surge protector you have to bring everywhere when you travel because you got so many Apple products you need to charge.
You see, I don't see what this has to do with our conversation.
See how they do chat?
You see how they get off task to not
Wait a minute. You be giving Apple all these passes. You be giving. I never hear you condemn Apple.
I have.
Oh, really? Where?
Are you part of that lawsuit they got going on right now?
You getting your money?
Are you getting your money?
I'm not a part of that lawsuit.
Are you? You got an Apple product too?
I just got this like few months.
And your life's been better ever since.
No, it ain't.
I can tell.
It ain't.
You look better.
I missed the back button on the Android.
Pause. Hold on. What?
You see, I had to ignore. I had to act like I ain't hear that.
I ain't let that slide, bro. That's dirty as fuck.
I done gave him one already now.
I've never offered this man nothing again, bro. You said you dirty without an Apple product.
That's exactly what he said.
No, I did not. Don't let Joe.
He said, well, take your dusty.
Don't try to make it about me now.
He said
that's what he was hitting at. He wanted to say it.
We were talking about Joe for a second. That's how we got off.
Gen V being canceled.
Yeah.
We was talking about Japanese studios.
And then when Joe
comes in and throws the whole conversation off task.
Joe started talking about
making
Apple,
sure David's staying ideologically consistent
and then you took it out on me, calling me a dirty, dusty bum out here.
No, it happened with Joe too. He got an iPad. His life improved.
So you just calling us dirty, dusty niggas? That's what you saying?
What I'm saying is,
you saying that we was living like bums before Apple products came in our lives.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is,
you saying our life has been better.
Yes, as far as more organized and help you finish tasks and stuff. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Joe could actually do illustrations and stuff.
I can technically do it beforehand, but
but it's probably better now with
y'all tripping. That's what's going on.
Anyway.
Really quick, I'm gonna hit
Thank you, Vince Arts.
Yes. And then Darren Austin, what's up, Trap Team? I hope I didn't miss too much. I wanted to address this one right here about the new Resident Evil movie. That is one of our topics.
Want to get into it now?
Let's get into it.
Okay.
So a new Resident Evil trailer was released.
I am curious on you guys' thoughts. I know that.
I don't like horror.
Why
so
not?
To me, it just looked
you used to.
I don't really think I did.
Dave got you scared off the horrors now.
No, it's just
scared by association.
Yeah.
No, it's just they don't really appeal to me. I don't like jump scares. I like thrillers. I like real good psychological thrillers, but just like the horror, scary person in the closet jump out, boo. It's not for me. Blood falling from landing on cars like it did in the trailer.
No zombies for you?
Yeah, that's not for me. It's just not for me. But I'm excited for y'all to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Now, this is going to be the equivalent of, this is my twister for y'all.
Okay.
I try to invite y'all over, play some Resident Evil or something. And you're like, Mitch, will you still play Resident Evil? And like, you guys are no fun anymore. This is how people are going to remember me when I pass. In my biopic, it's going to be my twister.
But you'll still do hot take videos with us this weekend, right? Even though we play Twister. Even if you didn't watch the movie.
I need to think.
No, we need you. Okay.
I know.
Tori, what's your thoughts on the trailer?
It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. It's
Say your piece.
I'm still wanting a Chris and Leon team up. That's just until I get that, I won't be satisfied with anything they give me.
See, Tori, I see what type of Resident Evil fan you are. You're more of a fan of like the established heroes. You're kind of a 5 and 6 fan.
I'm like, cause like
that's what
I like people who know what they doing. Then you always bring in somebody new and it's like, you mean to tell me where were they at when they was what's your boy be saying? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Is that like you got these new characters come in? They automatically know it. They know it all.
They don't.
They know it all.
Grace is the most unqualified, unprepared protagonist.
But they
Ethan Winters.
But they surviving like they've been through it before.
Not really.
Man,
how many times did Ethan get a limb chopped off in RE7?
That man didn't know that he was a mold, man. That man, the fact
that was the big revelation. Spoilers for anybody.
The fact that he put his life in danger for his wife that he knew for a few minutes, you know.
Excuse me?
A few minutes.
Although, granted, she was tripping, but that's beside the point. That's a whole other thing.
Like, she done chopped it. Like, first of all, you come at me with an axe, I'm cool off you. I'm cool. Like,
it's not her fault.
I'm going home. Hey, did you tell me that wasn't in my right headspace? That too bad.
You serving papers?
Huh?
You serving them papers?
Get them however you can, but they just no way out there.
I want to hit some Resident Evil comments real quick. More says Resident Evil went from horror, hokey, and then horror again. Vince Art says that they'll give it a chance. Mora also says Resident Evil 6 was not good. Gozmez Rex says Resident Evil is looking so good. I'm excited for it. David, we haven't heard your take on the trailer.
I got hung up on something Tori said. I'm confused.
What? What did you hear?
I'm just trying to.
That's what he does. Don't fall for it.
What did I do?
He's a master.
That's what he does.
Tori is a master.
It used to be you, real talk.
Of getting under people's skin and saying stuff that just.
What are you talking about?
Tori, I'm trying to. So here's what I'm trying to understand.
All
now,
right.
You said you are excited about. You said the trailer for the movie was cool for the Resident Evil movie. It was cool.
Yeah.
But you said that, but I really want something with Chris and Leon.
Yeah.
Right? Characters that we've seen in a bunch of games, et cetera, et cetera.
Uh-huh.
So here, it's like, you know, we want Chris and Leon. We want the characters that we've seen a bunch of times. But when it comes to Toy Story, you're like, nah, we need new toys every single time.
In a movie?
Yeah. I'm trying to understand.
Why can't I get them in a movie?
They in a bunch of games. We need new characters. What happened to that?
You don't even play the games.
See how he...
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me? Here's the thing. You mean to tell me?
I know.
You mean to tell me?
I know.
We got all these Resident Evil games, Chris and Leon and all the games, blah, 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 blah. Only movies that we had Alice.
Live action. I mean, they had the other Resident Evil characters in the movie, but they just weren't the main.
That's what I'm saying. But like, you don't want to see that. That's just like saying like, you know, you watch all the Avengers movies, but then you don't want to see any of their solo movies.
I mean, we still see the characters interact, just not that often. That's the only thing.
That's my confusion now. Now it's cool to see. Now we want more of the same characters again. We got to throw them back in.
I just want to see them on the big screen.
Got it. Okay. Big screen.
They ain't never been on the big screen.
Well, they have. They just were the main characters.
They had the same amount of time as Bubbles.
I'm not letting you do
that. They had just about the same amount of time.
No, this one's deliberate. I can tell.
He's good. He's a master at it. Because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna debate here, and I'm gonna bring up this other thing that's gonna get them going with this. It's like it's masterful. I see what Tori does, y'all. This is a master. Somebody left a comment and said Tori is a master rage baiter.
Yes,
he is.
That's not
100%.
Someone said that who knew you. They said they went to Barberville High School. So
that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't see that comment. I had to go back and screenshot that.
Yeah, it's on there somewhere.
Now, my thoughts on the trailer. Well, teaser trailer, I guess. Now, I see some people out there and some Resident Evil fans are giving this shit just because it's not a 1-to-1. You know, we're not seeing like everything the same thing we saw from like either Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evils 2 and 3. But at the same time, it's like there's still a lot more that we have to see. We haven't gotten any word on if Umbrella's involved or if the T-Virus is involved or anything like that. This is just the teaser. So whenever they drop like the full release trailer, I imagine we'll get more details and stuff like that. But in terms of capturing the spirit of Resident Evil, I think it's coming pretty close, because even if we don't see a whole lot of like straight up zombies in the teaser, which I think we do see anyway, we see like that one big old fat zombie in the sewer, and then we see that one freakish thing that looks like it's made up of other people's bodies or something. And we've seen monsters like that in Resident Evil games, so far it's on brand. A protagonist that's thrown into an uncomfortable situation has to find courage dealing with this apocalyptic scenario. Sounds on brand to me. So I'm definitely interested. And I've been on a Resident Evil kick. So hey, happy birthday to me again.
Okay. Tori, did you want to read your comment that Vince Arts agrees with you?
Vince Arts says, I agree with Tori as well. We never really got a solid Resident Evil movie yet. But I respect the fact that the director admitted that it's going to be a new story that's very little to do with the game. But the problem has always been because the high expectations, because of the titles, always failed to give the gamer fans what they want. Exactly.
But at the same time, though,
don't that kind of like run with how you didn't like Gotham?
Oh,
because you giving me everything but what you want to see.
Well, but there's a different scenario here, though.
How?
Because Mr. Smartass over there. Like I said, for me, we've seen a lot of adaptations of things like Batman and stuff like that, but we still haven't really gotten that close to the mark. So I mean, we've gotten close in some regards, but we haven't like hit it yet. Like I've always said, if you combine the characterization of Christian Bale's Batman with the Ben Affleck's Batman with his strength, aesthetics, technology, perfect on-screen interpretation. Now, there's definitely an argument to be made that we haven't seen that with live action for Resident Evil. However, on the flip side of that, the games are honestly still good enough that they might as well be movies. I would almost say a priority isn't a Resident Evil movie. That's just the icing on the cake. If they give me a remake of Resident Evil 1 in the RE engine, a remake of Resident Evil's Code Veronica and 5 in the RE engine, and Resident Evil 0, or just anything remade in the RE engine, in new games. Just give me all of that, and I'll be totally satisfied, because the games are serving well enough. So like I said, I look at this movie as icing on the cake of Resident Evil franchise, but it's not the priority. That's how I look at it.
So Joe, then, because I'm starting to see I'm seeing what Tori is saying, and I kind of do agree, because technically, couldn't this have just been insert generic name of zombie movie and not connected to Resident? Because you know what I'm saying? It's just because if they're not connected to the games, it's just a zombie movie, and we get those all the time. We have World War Z, Zombieland, etc.
But this is why I say that from what we've seen so far, we just haven't seen enough yet. Because the things that you have for the identity of Resident Evil, aside from like your gameplay quirks with like green herbs and keys and puzzles. Well, hold on, I'm not done. But aside from those things in the gameplay, the Resident Evil identity is like, big pharmaceutical company like Umbrella, or big government connections causing a viral outbreak, how the T-virus works, what characters are involved. We just haven't seen whatever extent that is yet, if there is any. If there isn't, then there's probably some grounds for concern, but I see where that could be included here. We just haven't seen it yet. So I think I'm reserving a lot of that judgment until we see the full trailer. But right now it's just
I got a couple things to say what you just said.
Go for it.
But like, the director said it has little to do with the game.
Right.
So that'd be like, so it could have been any movie.
But the thing is, we don't know to what extent it's related to the game.
But the fact that you be like, don't know too much about it, so you just gonna let it be as is. You said you did a lot of talking. You did a lot of talk about the Superman movie and all these other movies off of the trailers. And when I tried to tell you, I was like, hey, it's not a lot. We haven't seen it all. We don't know a lot yet, so we can't really pass judgment. But it was a lot of movies.
But I voice what I did see and what caused my concern. Do you acknowledge that?
Yeah, but you giving this Resident Evil,
and I just explained what we did see and how that could be related to the games and what we haven't seen yet. So where's the inconsistency?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you being real lenient with Resident Evil because you love the games. Because you even said yourself.
Would I extend the same courtesy to the Netflix one, or to the Welcome to Raccoon City? Or to the movies with Mila Jovovich? Because I haven't given those a passes in that regard.
Hey, listen. All I know is how you treating this one. The director even said it's Resident Evil, but it ain't Resident Evil.
That's not even what he said. He said that it's gonna have like little to do with the games.
He said it little to do with the games, but it'll have the same aesthetic.
Yeah, Joe, from your previous takes, I thought that would actually piss you off. It's like, dang, a director who's openly saying, basically, this isn't for the gamers, it's something else, so why even do Resident Evil? I thought you would be like, as a gamer, pissed off.
Again, are those his exact words?
I'm going by what Tori said.
I ain't going off with the Xbox. I ain't listening to what he's saying right now.
Rebuttal on my.
I'm just saying, like.
But again, my point is, I'm going off of what I'm seeing here. It's no different than when we looked at the Street Fighter trailer. I can see, I was trying to be, I was hard, but I was fair when they showed that little tease at the Game Awards because I see aesthetics of things, but we don't know any story details yet. And then we see the trailer, and you hear Ryu saying that he doesn't walk the path of combat anymore. That's a complete 180 to what his character's been. Now, I'm not completely writing it off because, at least from so far, he looks to be at least one of the more on-brand characters from that trailer. But I still recognize that's a big red flag right there. Same thing with putting Guy Gardner in the Superman movie. It's like, out of every Green Lantern you could have picked, why did you pick this one? Why didn't you just put Jon Stewart there? Why is there a Green Lantern movie and a Superman-focused movie to begin with? I'm making concerns based off of what I'm actually seeing here.
I mean, that whole thing is concerned.
But I mean, even this, because you can look at any Resident Evil game that they release, depending on which one you're talking about, and you could make the same argument. You could make the argument that something like Resident Evil 7 looked absolutely nothing like any Resident Evil game prior, because it wasn't like a big zombie outbreak. You were just dealing with one particular family. That could have been a Texas Chainsaw Massacre spinoff for all we knew. But when you actually play the game and you get into the details, then you start to see where those connections start coming. No pun intended for my hardcore Resident Evil fans out there. Love y'all. But that's the point. So whatever the connection is to the Resident Evil franchise and identity, that still remains to be seen. I mean, but so far it's still on brand.
The way it's described and the way it kind of is playing out, man, the way the director is saying, it's kind of like, I mean, it could have been put out. It could have been put out and without it being attached to Resident Evil, but you could watch it and be like, oh, it kind of remind me of Resident Evil, just a little bit, but not all the way. Like,
then let's paint the best case and worst case scenario here, shall we? Are you following me on this?
I'm with you.
Best case scenario, we get a movie that's not going to be a one-to-one adaptation to any one particular Resident Evil story, but it obviously maintains the same identity and DNA. And then maybe we get some little hints and backstory that even might leave some implications of what could carry over into the games with things like the connections and stuff like that. And maybe even a direction where the series could go forward. That would be nice.
So
now hold on. Worst case scenario.
I got another thing too.
The worst case scenario bees, we get to the movie. It has a really cool horror aesthetic and maybe is a fun, horror film, but it's just not really a good Resident Evil film. If the movie's still good, then that's not bad. It just wouldn't be a good Resident Evil movie.
Okay, Tori, I'll let you do one more, but I do want to move us on after this.
Okay. You know what? It reminds me of the first Mortal Kombat movie.
What about it?
It has the Mortal Kombat aesthetic. It's not. It didn't look exactly like Mortal Kombat with the Cole, with the whatever his name is, Cole. Kind of had the Mortal Kombat aesthetic, but it wasn't a 1-to-1. But you was pretty harsh on that.
Because with something like that, there's a lot of potential that could be done if you want to capture the appeal of a Mortal Kombat story. And I've got so much to say when we start talking about the Mortal Kombat movie. Believe me, we'll get there.
All right.
But. And like I said, even when I gave my review of the Mortal Kombat 1 movie, as much as I personally hate it, I can almost understand why some fans will still get into it because, let's be real here, if you're still a Mortal Kombat fan, your standards are already low as fuck as is. So if you enjoyed that movie, it's probably giving you what you're looking for, which is lore and gore and fights. If it passes that mark for a lot of Mortal Kombat fans, they don't give a damn that they pretty much skipped out on character development with that stupid Arcana bullshit. That's all they care about. Cole Young was a step too far, but he's low-key almost one of the fewer issues in the movie, in my opinion. Now he's still pretty big.
And we'll get to that.
You will get there, because I got a lot of shit to say.
Hey, you have a quote from Tori?
Yeah, I have something for you, Tori. Okay, so this is from the director. The director says, quote, "That feels so cinematic to me. So I wanted to tell a story that could take place in the Resident Evil world, but wasn't telling a story that the games had already told.
Okay.
To me, I would feel like there's kind of no winning there if I were to tell Leon's story because the games do such a great job," he said.
Oh, interesting.
He also said, end quote, "It would just be kind of redundant and ultimately, I think, disappointing. So I would rather just kind of celebrate everything I love about the games by telling the story that could exist on the sidelines of one of the games."
Now, so it's sound like a fan fiction That's what it sound. That's what it sound like. It sound like a long-winded explanation. It was like I just made a fan fiction of the Resident Evil universe.
So you don't think he meant this?
I mean, he probably meant it, but it sounds like fan fiction. It has nothing to do with the regular lore. You just said that he said that could have taken place.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like a bunch of, it sound like a cash grab. That's what it sounds like. Now I'm
another
convinced.
cash grab.
Another cash grab.
Xbox
I know we got Resident Evil fans. Game just came out. Let's keep that going. So let's do a Resident Evil fan fiction that took place in the same time. Maybe I don't know yet. We'll see how y'all like it. You know, it took place in the same universe. It may or may not be a story that happened. Nobody was around to see it, but this is what we're going to.
Asia, I'm going to talk to you real quick.
Talk to me, Joe.
Does that
wrong?
not sound like damn near the exact same thing that I just said?
I see some similarities.
Oh, interesting.
I see some similarities.
So I must know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm just saying. I feel like it would have been if he's already making up stories.
But at the same time,
they might as well make up a new story.
Tori,
for Leon.
You are talking about. Hold up. You are talking about a franchise that is so robust and expansive at this point. You had Resident Evils 2 and 3, which took place within the same span of a few days in the same city, just with different characters happening like parallel to each other. Mm-hmm. You can do stories like that. Like the Raccoon City incident was something that happened to an entire city. So even outside of characters like Chris Redfield, Leon, or Ada Wong or whoever, there were other people that had other stories to live. Like Resident Evil Requiem just did a whole lot of fleshing out for characters' backstories. So who's to say you can't have a movie that does the same thing?
I mean, listen.
Like there were comments underneath the trailer that I was reading, and it's funny, but it is kind of true, where somebody was like, this is the story of like this random NPC that you encounter in the game who died before the missile strike hit Raccoon City. But yeah, you can do stories like that and they can be effective.
Okay, Joe, so I see what you're saying now. So kind of similar to that little short film trailer they put out before the game came out, where they had that one, the girl and the daughter or whatever. Yeah. Kind of like that, where it took, that was really cool. So you're saying it took
that.
Well, here's another comparison. Yeah. Like if you're a Star Wars fan, you have something like, I think, Rogue One or something, where you follow like other characters, but it's happening like in the same Star Wars universe, just following different characters. And then occasionally they run into like a fan favorite, like that hallway fight scene with Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you can tell stories like this and it'll turn out just fine.
Okay.
But again, a lot remains to be seen as far as what extent it chooses to follow the Resident Evil.
That's what both of y'all saying.
But my thing is, if you can create a story out of thin air, why not create another story for characters like Leon and Chris? Why not?
I would rather just see that in the game. Like Resident Evil Requiem, spoilers for the game that everybody's played that's been out for damn near a couple months at this point, and we're getting DLC. There's hinting that we're going to get a crossover between Chris and Leon anyway. So, Tori, you're very close to your prayers being answered, but you ain't even played Requiem yet.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, you speaking like you was a hardcore Resident Evil fan?
What are you talking about?
Wait a sec. You ain't even played none of the games?
One of the two characters that you love so much is right there.
Tori's played some of the games.
Oh, I thought you played none. Okay.
I never said I ain't played none.
Oh, but you ain't played the new one? The hottest game of the year contender?
Okay. It's the only one I ain't played.
Why do see, Tori? This is why, and once we get to Mortal Kombat, I told you too, because you didn't touch Mortal Kombat 1 that you've been hyping up. You ain't touched Resident Evil Requiem. It took you how long before you got an Xbox Series?
Joe, that's not fair though, Joe, because you haven't played the new Metroid yet, so you can still be a hardcore.
I told you, I had to make priorities.
So did he. He got priorities.
How many pizzas this man going through in the fridge that he could have spent on this game?
Oh, that's crazy.
If the game was $5, hell yeah, I'd buy it. I mean, what are we talking?
How much Mortal Kombat 1 costs right now?
I got it for free. What you mean?
You know, Tori be out here making deals.
And yet in the car, I had to inform you of story beats in Mortal Kombat 1 that made it into the movie. We'll get to that. And I'm the one that hates Mortal Kombat right now.
I mean, would you want me to play the DLC too?
You might as well. You the fan.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just
but he's saying you don't have to play every game to be a fan.
I mean, that's just like me say, oh, I've heard every song of this artist, and I missed this one. I was like, oh, then you ain't a real fan. Like that's not even.
But again, what you were describing is damn near where Resident Evil Requiem was going, and out of the two characters that you love so much, one of them is right there, fan favorite character, cooler than he's ever been.
Wait a minute, I want to see it on the big screen. You don't like going to the movies, but you like playing the game.
I like going to the movies. What are you talking about? I just don't do it as often as I would like, but I still like to do it.
So would you go see the live action?
The live action Resident Evil?
With Chris and Leon?
Yeah. Then I would go see this Resident Evil in the theater.
Why you so
what are we talking about?
Why you so against it then?
Against what?
Against the Leon and Chris movie then.
I want it too. I would, like I said, I would prefer it in game.
But you hyping up this fan fiction over something that's already been established.
Because it's still on brand for Resident Evil. And I know this because I played more Resident Evil games than you.
Oh, man. One more game. Oh, wow.
You want to go down the list?
I do agree, Tori. Joe's being unfair about it. I do want to bump us to the next topic, though. Tori, this one's for you.
Oh.
You're welcome.
What's up?
All right. So One Piece.
Okay.
Don't leave, Joe.
Now you're speaking my language.
One Piece moves to Wit Studio with a February 2027 release date. Mm-hmm. The long-running anime is transitioning to Wit Studio, known for Attack on Titan and Vinland Saga. Sound like they've done some quality.
No, they picked a good studio to do an adaptation, Tori.
Fantastic
the people who did Attack on Titan. Huh, interesting. Go ahead, Asia.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Asia.
Didn't One Piece...
You got it. Handle this. I got this. You'll get your turn. Okay. Transitioning to Wit Studio with the rebooted adaptation targeting for February 2027. This has sparked excitement about a potential quality upgrade in animation and pacing, especially after years of complaints about filler and inconsistent production from Toei Animation. Did I say right, Toei?
Yeah, Toei.
I mean,
now you can go ahead and say your piece.
First of all, there's a lot going on with Toei Animation. You know,
what's going on with them?
I mean, first of all, any One Piece fan knows that Toei Animation hates Sanji. That's a fact. Everybody knows that. And I believe didn't Toei Animation mess up Naruto? They the same people, are they? I can't remember.
I don't know. We have to look.
Yeah, I'm looking. Go ahead.
But what's that to do with the One Piece?
Mm-hmm.
One Piece, first of all, only artwork that they'd be fixing is the early episodes, because the current artwork is grade A.
No, Toei only is known for One Piece and Dragon Ball.
Okay.
No, Tori is right. The new animation of One Piece is really good, but I think, Tori, the biggest thing here, it sounds like it's just about updating it because it is the early seasons of One Piece are older, but also to fix one of the issues with One Piece, which again, I'm nothing against One Piece, but we do know that like pacing is brought up a lot.
I'm still gonna watch the longer version.
I'm hyped for.
I need.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, listen.
I need the Oda cut.
No. Knowing that they're going to the same studio that did Attack on Titan, and Attack on Titan is one of my favorite animes of all time.
Didn't they work on Attack on Titan too?
Well, who did? Who?
Yeah.
One Piece. People from One Piece worked on Attack on Titan.
I don't know anything, but
one of y'all, they worked on one of them.
Pull it up. You know that was Mappa who came over, but go ahead, Asia.
Yeah, no, but
go ahead, Asia.
With them moving to Wit Studio, I could see us checking out One Piece. Like,
for sure.
How many episodes are they?
7.
So why only 7?
That's all we need.
It's 7 episodes.
They're condensing it down. They took out all the filler and the fat. They cut down all the repeated scenes and says, "Dang, it's only 7 episodes we need for this arc. That's all we need
for the East Blue."
That's crazy. And how much was the original? 30?
It was enough.
Too much.
It was enough.
So I'm hyped because
I like this condensed version.
Wit Studio, they did a great. Even if you don't like Attack on Titan, sure. If you don't like the story, that's okay. But if we're talking about adaptation, though,
let me ask you.
If we're talking about adaptation, adapting from page to screen with the music and the animation, they know how to do that. I'm hyped.
I still want the older cut.
But then here's the thing: the reason
they're
doing this is because there are too many complaints. They know there's a pacing problem. They're fixing it. I'm sure you're a hardcore fan, so you wouldn't see it. But for everybody else,
I'm caught up.
For the person who's not the hardcore One Piece fan who wants every single frame and piece of information,
they can have that.
I know what I'm saying. But this is for everybody else. Because Tori, you already said that you said you could watch like real time One Piece. Like, hey, I want more than the episodes. What are they doing outside of these scenes? You want 24 hours nonstop. Like, so it's different.
I never said 24 hours.
You said you never wanted it to end.
I never said I didn't ever wanted it to end. Good. I said I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it how it is. Yeah. See, here's the thing.
Creator
y'all
Collab came through
already
with the 5. Creator Collab, thank you for the 5.
Appreciate the 5. Thank you.
I'm the Tori.
Talk your way out of now.
Ain't nobody talking out. See, y'all biased because y'all already said y'all like y'all shows to be 12 episodes, beginning, middle, end, be done with it. That's how y'all said y'all like y'all shows. Y'all like y'all shows that y'all can sit and watch in 1 week and be done and on to the next show. That's not me. I'm not like, if I like something, I'm gonna watch it as long as it's on.
Yeah, but I didn't say that exactly. What I said was that, like, in general, I do like shorter stories, but I'm saying in general, I just don't think that you need thousands of episodes to tell a story. Now, I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is this: One Piece, when they really condense this all the way down, it might only be 400 episodes. If they did 7 episodes and the original East Blue is what 35 or whatever it is, then who knows? One Piece might only be 600 episodes. That is more manageable than 2,000 or whatever. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
No, because when it was 400 or episodes, yeah, y'all like, oh, it's too long. It should be over by now. Y'all, it don't matter how many episodes it is. If you haven't started or whatever, you're going to complain about it.
Okay, but do you acknowledge that the reason that Oda, your king, approved this is because...
The hell you keep talking about king?
You love Oda.
You have never in your life heard me call another man king.
Yes, you say about Luffy. You say Luffy's your king and your favorite eater.
I said he's the king of... You know who else an eater?
Luffy?
Beyonce. What? Beyonce a real eater.
No, you're right. She is a eater because she ate up that fit she wore to the Met Gala this past week. Did you see her in her founding Titan form? She looks so good. You're right.
No.
She was eating that up.
No.
I'm glad you brought her up.
No.
I love it when you get a chance when we get a chance to chat about Beyonce because I know she's up there in your top faves.
Never.
Top 5.
Never.
Top 5, not number 5.
No.
Okay, so
I'll believe you one day.
Tori, I am very excited for the because again, I've always liked One Piece. My only critique against it was this: for me personally, I just don't want to watch 1,000 episodes of anything. Take my favorite show of all time. I don't want 1,000 episodes of it. My favorite movie, I don't want 1,000 sequels of it. That's just me. So I'm excited for an actual version of it that is actually more.
I was going to say something, but I'm gonna hold off on it.
I want something that's a little bit more, not just straight to the point, but like, yeah, I want something a little bit more digestible.
I like
something
this like 2 different One Pieces. One for fans like us who, not fans, but like one for people like us who want a more condensed storyline.
Yeah.
And then, we got the Tories who just love never-ending stories.
Yeah.
I never said never-ending. I just like the story.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm excited for the Wit Studio remake. I was going to be dope. I'm going to be watching it because, again, I'm not like Joe. I actually like One Piece. I've seen episodes. I've seen some of the movies. Everything I've seen, I've liked. It's just hard to get into something that I know is 1,000 episodes. So, like, because of that, I'm like, that's just too much for me. But this right here, more digestible. And it's Wit Studio, quality studio. Toei's a good studio as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, Wit Studio doing it to somebody new.
Toei got their problems.
They do. Every studio has problems.
Yeah.
But is Joe, can you wake this man up?
He'll wake up once we move to the next topic.
Joe, this is disrespectful to One Piece. How can you disrespect
the Oda? Next time we say anything, next time anything about Tekken, Yakuza,
hey, look, I was
Resident Evil, Metroid Prime. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
I heard what you said.
I'm going to sleep.
You said
I'm going to change my clothes. I'm going to put on my onesie and get my blanket out here. Get real comfortable.
I was listening, bro. You said believe it.
Oh yeah,
that's Chris.
All right, next topic. New Xbox CEO evaluating exclusivity and affordability.
Going back to sleep.
No, this is your favorite. Come on, Joe. Microsoft's new Xbox CEO has publicly stated they are reassessing the company's game exclusivity strategy as well as the overall affordability of the Xbox ecosystem, including hardware prices, Game Pass tiers, and first-party pricing. It signals a potential shift in how Xbox competes with PlayStation and Nintendo going forward.
So, Joe?
Yeah.
There was a clip that we posted, you and Tori debating. The CEO is doing all this good work. She's lowering prices. She's making promises about other things, et cetera, et cetera. And with all the positivity going on, you said, what shady things are going on behind the scenes that is allowing them to do all these things. Don't you think that that's a little unfair now that you see everything else is happening here for Xbox?
I mean, we'll say this.
Okay.
In terms of what's actually done, I mean, there's a lot that sounds good on paper.
Take your revenge,
and
Tori.
If it's implemented, totally cool. I'll give the flowers.
You didn't give flowers to the game price, the Game Pass prices. You said what is something? What shady stuff? I don't trust it.
The only thing there will be no pleasing him though. They could say that hey, Game Pass is
$1
free or $1. They do have sometimes they have promos where it's $1 for a month or a couple months or something like that. It would no. I don't think nothing Xbox could do would satisfy Joe's appetite.
I mean, first off,
or pain when it comes to Microsoft.
I'm the last person that Xbox needs to worry about. They've already lost my trust. They've already lost my trust.
When
that bridge is burned.
Years ago.
When you had that scratched up disc.
I'm just one person.
That
Tori.
was the last disc you had. That was the only time you even had an Xbox. The big bulky big.
That was my dad's. That was his financial mistake.
It wasn't even yours, so you was mad on behalf of somebody else.
All of this is anger on behalf of y'all.
What did y'all say? You need to let that hate in your heart go.
Not the Xbox.
Need to let that go.
I got
That's
nothing.
not your hate. That is somebody else's hate that you holding on to.
With the new CEO, Joe, it's time to let go of the hate. She's on a new track. Xbox on a new path now.
Yeah.
Game Pass lowered. She said she's going to reevaluate exclusivity. You love exclusivity. She said she's committed to that.
Yeah.
This is good. Give them, I mean.
Like I said, sounds
praise them. Praise Xbox.
Nigga, you got a check for the studio in your back pocket too? Damn, everybody here compromised? But now again, if these things are done and if they go well, then yeah, good for Xbox, good for y'all. Will I probably buy an Xbox? Most likely no. Unless they have something that I just can't go without playing the game on or something. But it's kind of the same situation for PlayStation right now, because PlayStation tripping too in terms of exclusivity. They
need you to shit on them right now.
Hold on.
I need
no, go ahead.
But no, because same thing. No, because same thing. PlayStation's been tripping for a good while too, where they've had a lot of timed exclusives, and I've talked about this before. They have timed exclusives, but all I got to do is wait, and then those games that I actually wanted to play that were exclusive end up going to PC anyways. Stellar Blade, and it'll probably happen to Soros later too.
I mean,
Returnal.
You praising them for stuff they did in the past. I need you to denounce them for what they're doing right now.
But even so, okay, when it comes to like the DRM stuff and the dynamic pricing, absolutely stupid. I've never defended that. But at the end of the day, if they've actually brought something to the table, because even now Sony's talking about now they want to have more exclusive games. That's good. They haven't done it yet, but if they do it, good on them. Same thing with Xbox. If they do it, good on them. Will it be enough? Will whatever they do be enough to convince me to buy another console? I don't know yet, but that's what I want. I want them to win me over. Like Nintendo has. I would love a Switch too. I love my Switch. I love my PC.
They talking about raising prices.
On which one?
The Nintendo.
On what specifically?
Switches and games.
By how much?
I don't enough to make you think about it.
But not enough that you can remember what the number is?
Enough to be like, I was like, nah.
What's the number, Tori?
I don't know what the number is. All I know is there's a price hike.
But what is it?
I don't know.
How do you not know? You're the one bringing up the point.
I'm just saying. They talking about raising
fan logic. I'm talking to you.
Hell, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but if they say there's in talks of raising the prices, I don't know what. No, I'm not sitting in the meeting saying by what percent, how many more dollars. I'm not in them meetings.
If they announce Metroid 6 tomorrow, that system could be $1,000. I don't give a damn.
And rumored it is a potential $50 to $100 price increase that's likely this year to make hardware more profitable.
Y'all thought I was just talking.
Which would be very stupid, but there's
no official price increase announced, by the way.
But even then, there's bigger factors at play with consumer goods as a whole, and it affects Microsoft too, and I can acknowledge that as well. But whatever it is, they've got to deliver on their games, on their exclusives. Like I said, Nintendo's got that market on lock. PC's got pretty much everything on top of a bunch of exclusives that you largely can't get anywhere else. The only ones that are really tripping are essentially Sony and Microsoft. So they both got to get their act together.
I mean,
on top of everything else.
Microsoft, out of the two, Microsoft is the only one doing improvements.
Now, I still maintain a lot of the reason why PlayStation has been tripping is because they've been running unopposed for so long, because Xbox has been in the race, but they're limping in 12th place. They got hit with a blue shell, a green shell, a red shell, and now they jumped from maybe a respectable 3rd to now they're in 12th.
Xbox ain't got nothing to do with
Sony out here coasting,
with them being lazy.
Just holding on to a banana, heading towards the finish line.
That's what Joe's saying. When you're in the first place and you don't have competition, you can kind of get away with a lot more.
I know why you agreed with that. Now you don't even have to finish. I already know why.
Who?
I know why you agree. I know what you was about to compare it to.
So I'm comparing it to itself. I'm saying when you're number one, you can get away with a lot. What are you talking about? I'm agreeing with Joe.
What he's getting at?
Look, I know the implication, but that doesn't change the point, okay?
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Apple, anyway.
Me neither.
I was talking about Drake.
Oh, okay. That's.
I'm not even bringing. Why is Drake
in your mind? We're free
down on your mind.
Because when you last time you told me about Drake, you said you number one for so long.
Nah, we've been shooting for an hour and 20 minutes, and nobody has brought up Drake.
Then you just use that same logic with PlayStation. Okay. You said that same thing with Drake to me. He been running unopposed for so long.
All in all, y'all understand my point here. And again, I'm not completely blasting Xbox for what Asha Sharma is saying. Again, everything on paper sounds fantastic. Just do it. Do that, and we'll be cool. I will still unlikely buy an Xbox product, but hey, I'll be happy for y'all. They just had a showcase for Stranger Than Heaven, and it was basically an Xbox thing. So similar to Ninja Gaiden 4, good on Xbox being the one that showcased it. But as it stands right now, I don't need an Xbox to play Stranger Than Heaven. I just put it on my wish list on Steam. I'm cool.
Okay.
There's a question from Creator Collab ask, when is the PS6 coming out? Any predictions?
Do we need one right now?
That's how I feel. I feel like hold that off for a while. I feel like PS5 library is still nowhere near 3 or 4, like PS.
I mean, and I'll be real on this too, because even, playing games on my PC right now and just kind of tweaking settings to get things to look and run as smoothly as I want, I can see, I mean, of course, a lot of these differences in hardware right now are so marginal that there's a big difference between like ray tracing and path tracing. Like that was low-key one of the big selling points of Resident Evil Requiem. But a lot of times if you put it on the path tracing, it looks great. It's a nice little marginal upgrade, but it puts so much strain on your processing power, you might as well just put it back on ray tracing and everything still looks fine. So a lot of gaming consoles low-key kind of work like that, where is it even worth the upgrade just for that little small incremental jump?
What were we finishing?
Oh, we're talking about GameStop.
Yeah, finish up.
Yes. Okay, so Joe, my whole thoughts on this whole GameStop thing, I feel like it's like this, it turns into a whole meme that, hey, they rob you, they this, et cetera, et cetera.
It doesn't just come out of nowhere, though.
Yes and no. To me, it's like this. The way I see it is like, one, if you have a game that you want to sell, right? Yes, you're getting less money, but what you get is the immediate money that day. Case in point, yes, you could go and sell the game yourself. You could open a garage sale. You could go on Craigslist. You could go set up a shop. You can do whatever, but that requires a lot more time. If you need money right now, this second, GameStop was there. There have been times I didn't have any gas money, GameStop was there. If I would now, granted, with y'all's logic, I'm saying, no, you'll get more other places. I need to gas that day. I didn't have time to set up a garage sale and all that kind of stuff like that, or whatever it is to sell. So to me, GameStop gives you less money, but it's the immediate money that you can go there and guarantee to get something.
But is that still good for that little convenience that you get? Is it still ethical for them?
There has to be some sort of,
Says who?
I mean, that's just how life works. There has to be some sort of drawback. It's like,
if something's worth something, how about money? What it's worth?
Because they have to sell it themselves too.
Yeah, and is that no different from like what pawn shops do and
yes,
like disc replay and all that?
That's what I'm saying. We're not selling this to a person who's going to go be playing the game. We're selling it to someone who has to sell it themselves. So I didn't have a big issue with it. And again, you walk in there, they usually didn't refuse games. Now they would give you less money, but they usually wouldn't say, nah, we're not taking your PlayStation, we have enough. So as I'm saying, you are guaranteed to get some money. And there was times where, I don't know if you ever had that situation, but times where I needed immediate money.
Damn near everything except for my Switch and my my PC is gone now.
Because
I've had to sell because of hard times.
So it was there for you. GameStop.
Not to GameStop, no.
Oh, to
half price books, pawn shop.
Okay, so you do everything but.
Yeah.
Got it.
Have you ever done this replay?
Yes.
Okay. I saw my PS3.
But I think overall the trade-in market is fucked in terms of like, I feel like they still lowball what it's actually worth versus what you actually get out of it. You know what I mean? And I get it. There's that profit motive and stuff like, but if we can just narrow the margin to make it more fair and equitable, I would appreciate that.
Okay, so you're saying it just should be better, but the sad reality is that they're going to lowball people.
Well, they need to stop it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Nothing that happened in this capitalist ass country, but
if I was the benevolent dictator of the world, I would put a stop.
Why do you have to be a dictator though? Why not?
Because the people in charge can't be trusted, so they might as well trust me. Goddammit!
I'm always going to lean in that direction.
If we're practically under dictator rule right now, then it might as well be me.
That's crazy.
Poison Tit says, man, they be ripping when you trade in. They'll buy a game from you for $5 and put it on sale for $30. I just thought that was just the rules of the game.
No,
because you've been conditioned by the system.
GameStop is just like Rick from Pawn Stars. That mean they
lowball people.
Lowball. They scraping.
I've never seen Pawn Stars, so
they literally you'll have something worth thousands and they'll offer you like $100 for it.
Okay, so I have a question. For example, let's just do some simple math here, right? Let's say the game they're selling it used for $20, right? They're selling it used for $20.
Mm-hmm.
You're bringing the game in to trade in for money. How much money should GameStop give you for a used $20 game, in y'all's opinion?
But a lot of the times they don't be selling it for $20. They'll buy it off you for like $8 and then sell it for like $40, $50.
Okay, so to clarify, so what I'm understanding, you're saying that the game is they're selling it for $40. You bring it in and you get how much with GameStop?
I mean, if you bring like a bunch, like you get like $8 or $9. Like because like literally, I've seen people come through with like a whole bunch of classic games. I'm talking about they got the Halo collection, they got mix and match. Like they'll have some PlayStation games and a bunch of stuff. And like you have like say you got 15, 16 games total. It'd be like, okay, we can give you like $35 or $40 in-store credit for the whole bunch.
Even they just got on to give away.
They just got on. They got like 15 games for the price that they about to sell one game.
Here's the thing though. One is like they have to make a profit and sell it themselves. But two, there's no guarantee that they sell that game anytime soon. So when that money that they're giving you, like that you're getting or whatever, they now have to scale it or whatever, and then wait maybe months to actually sell it, or years.
If their business was equitable, they'd make back what it would take. It might take a little bit longer, but they would still do it.
Oh my God!
If they had developed a good enough reputation, people might have more of an incentive.
I'm saying in general though, even for a pawn shop, is like this item might sit here for a year, so there's no guarantee that they even make their money back. So that's also included in the price that they're selling it for. This
business is all about risk.
I think y'all get too hard on GameStop. GameStop was there.
They've been low. You listen. I guarantee if you did a poll, everybody would say, if you did a poll that's saying, does GameStop rip people off?
Yes. Do you know why they're saying that? Because this.
Let me tell you why.
Why? They broke boys. How about to say?
Reword it.
What you about to say, David?
If you've sold to GameStop, have you been ripped off?
Okay, but can I tell you what's happening here? The reality.
What's that?
The people who are doing this, they're mad is because they was in a bind, they needed some money, and they went to GameStop and didn't get enough. Y'all expecting GameStop to be y'all savior out of financial debt?
Isn't that literally just the argument you just made?
And then they've even done this. They've done this to people who didn't know what the games are. I already gave y'all this. I gave y'all a perfect comparison. That's just like. Because like it's been plenty of times where people will be like, "Oh, I don't know anything about these games. How much can I get for them?" And they'll specifically lowball you if you don't know anything like that. I told y'all, it's just like I seen it. I don't know if it was a real video or not, but this kid had a Charizard, and it was a grown ass man. He was like, "Oh man, here, I don't really know too much about it, but here, I'll give you these 5 cards." For that 1 card, and the kid think they getting a deal, but they just got an energy card, a regular Bellsprout card, and some lame stuff.
I sound like some shit from like the American Dream when Michael Jackson was getting candy from all his shows and playing store. It's like how much you pay for that candy? A nickel.
Like if you don't,
how much you sell it for? A nickel.
Okay, but how much? Okay, Tori, the game is $40. They're selling you for $40.
First off, I ain't even trying to hear what you're saying right now because you were the one who was shaming people for trying to rely on the trade-in value
I'm saying that's
for hard times.
I'm saying,
when you just defended it after they give you less for nothing.
You pretty much said,
that's what I'm saying.
Since you broke, you gonna take whatever we give you.
No,
you a shill.
No,
you a filthy scam.
Beggars can't be choosers, and myself included. There have been times where I needed gas money. When I brought them games up, I'm getting whatever you give me because I need it right now. Because what's my alternative? If I need money right now, what's my alternative?
All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
I'm with you, babe.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Y'all married, so y'all won't compromise.
Ask your question. I'm
Go ahead. Okay, I'm struggling.
You struggling,
and I need money today.
You want some food? You ain't got no food.
Yes.
I give you $20 for that laptop.
You're not a verified reseller.
No. I give you $20. Okay. You need the money, right?
Yeah.
You need it.
If I was that,
you starving.
If I was that desperate, then yes.
Starving. I give you, $20 for that Apple, computer, for that.
Wait. So you're saying you would do that?
If I was desperate enough, or we're talking about like life and death
for $20.
He need the money. That man hungry. He can't eat the keys. Nah, that's the same thing. I think
we should at least negotiate around.
Ain't no negotiation. You need the money.
Nah, we going to somebody else.
You penniless.
Nah,
y'all about to. It's either you take this $20.
GameStop be having you
eat some violent sausages.
We have to weigh some options.
Yes.
No. You need this money.
But Tori, why are you walking me through here? Tori. Walk me through here. I'm trying to understand. Let me paint the scenario. Somebody needs gas money. literally in 2 hours, right?
2 hours.
Either they don't get to work, they lose their job, and they're dead. If it doesn't happen.
Oh, you about to lose your job?
Yes.
$15.
No,
$15 out for the laptop.
But I'm trying to ask you a question.
Because you really need it now. If you
are broke and you need gas in 2 hours, and you got these old games collecting dust, and I was like, yo, I could go and make $20.
Because it's been people. No, because you just said that they need the money. So even if you playing the game, I was like, yo, I got to get rid of it. I need the money because I got to get to work.
I'm trying to answer. Okay, my question to you is this: for that person, that scenario, you got 2 hours and you got these old games on PS1, and you know what? I got about 10 games here. That might be around $20. I hope. Okay, so what I'm saying is,
but
what is your alternative solution for this person?
There is listen, I'm telling you.
So it's great for that person to do.
I'm talking about are you talking about if you just go into GameStop? Because here's the thing. People, they'll buy it cheap, and you can look up how much these games are before you sell them online. Like, how much are people buying them for? You got a game that people online are already paying $100, $200. I remember I had rival schools. I still have it. I tried to GameStop would have gave me $8 or $9 for it. But then you look up online, people paying $200.
Yes, the difference is that game could sit online for months. I need money today. You are not answering my question.
Hold up. See, here's your answer right here.
Answer my question.
Read off a couple of comments right here.
I'm going to go for Creator Collab, Toys and Tits, and Vince Arts. Creator Collab says they do buy things at a crazy low price.
Verified.
I agree.
Tits says, because they know you have limited options for other places for trade.
Preach.
And then Vince Arts sends it home with the buy, sell, trade businesses. No, you really need the money. That's where they take advantage and lowball because they know how bad you need the money.
But Dave said Dave approved of that though. Dave said that's cool.
No.
You said you don't have you got to do it.
What?
You said,
Tori, if y'all both of y'all can answer my question about what is the alternative. I got these old games and no other way to make money, and I got 2 hours. Where else can I take these games and make $20 right now?
I mean, heroin's a lucrative market. I'm kidding, but don't do that.
Tori, Joe. 2 hours.
What I'm saying is, David, see,
where else would you go?
There's plenty of places that'll give you a fair price. They got
eBay, Facebook Marketplace. That takes time. We got 2 hours.
You missed the point of what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Yes, this is an undeniable fact that the buy-sell trade market is low-key a scam, exploiting desperate people.
It was there when you need it, though.
But
when I needed it,
I'm talking about the actual ethics of the business itself. That's what needs to change. So instead of advocating on their behalf as if they've ever done anything for you.
They have.
How about you actually advocate for the change that we need?
GameStop was there for when I needed
behalf of the people.
I'm not gonna let you.
So you saying that GameStop is your king then? They treated you nice a few times, and now you working for them. You do what they say. Yes, sir.
What?
Is that what it is?
Overtraded some games? Where did we get there?
Because he's saying they looked out for me in the past, so I got to give him a pass right now.
I think he's just saying he's not gonna turn his back when they had him.
They was using you.
Oh my!
You know what this sounds like?
They was using you. They wasn't your friends.
You know what you sound? You sound like dingy right now, bro.
$20 for a game that's selling for $50-$60 right now.
Dave, you low key sound like Denji right now.
How?
You taking orders from Massa?
Yeah.
All in favor of some toast with some jelly?
What?
GameStop
what?
Is massive.
In a bed?
When I was hungry, they gave me what they didn't want. I'm forever grateful. What?
Nah, y'all wild.
That's how you moving, bro.
Y'all wild.
Crazy. Okay.
Man.
I think this is more of a question for you, Tori. PSN Vanden 2012 says, have y'all started the new season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime
I did.
And what y'all think of the first 3 episodes so far?
I'm loving it.
Give your review.
Listen. Time it can do no wrong with me. They've been killing it. I love it. It's like, see, that's what I got.
What? I'm just chilling, bro.
No,
I'm listening.
Because you over here trying to get real comfortable.
What's wrong? I'm sitting on the couch.
I heard that loud air you put out just then.
I'm breathing. What are you talking about?
You ain't breathing. Ain't nobody breathing that hard. You breathing that hard, you gotta see somebody.
I don't have insurance, bro. What am I supposed to do?
Man.
No, please continue.
Listen. No, the show is really good. It's been doing big things. I couldn't wait for the next season to start. Season 4. And it's about to run for 13 months. Can't beat that. Okay. It's my favorite isekai anime.
Anybody, user xtrills ZXX says, y'all mess with Kill Blue or also Sentenced to Be a Hero?
I don't know where you watched that. I've seen the first episode of Sentenced to Be a Hero. I need to continue from there.
I got to finish watching. I haven't seen the latest episode.
Okay. All right. Next topic. Tori, I know this one. You have some personal.
Which one is this?
Your favorite. No, I'm kidding. The one that we were going to talk about. Spirit Airlines.
Oh, yep.
Brother.
So, budget carrier Spirit Airlines has completed its shutdown, ceasing all operations after failed merger attempts and prolonged financial struggles. The closure leaves millions of budget travelers without one of the few ultra-low-cost airline options in the U.S.
So it's just gone.
They no longer exist.
Damn. Overnight, people who were sitting in the airport just got a black screen of death. And their flight was over. Can you imagine sitting there waiting for your flight?
In the airport. You got your ticket already paid for and all of that. You just waiting for the call waiting for the time. And then all of a sudden you hear on the radio, Spirit Airlines is shut down. There will be no more flights. There is no more Spirit Airlines. Have a good day.
What about the people already on the plane? That's what I'm worried about.
After the flights that were finished, after they stopped, they ceased all operations.
How'd they get their luggage?
Good luck.
Wait, I have so many questions about how this whole shutdown happened.
Spirit Airlines used to be reliable.
No, it didn't. Quit lying.
You had the worst experience.
Why do you like
Can I finish? Can I finish? I said Spirit. I didn't know that they were running for over 20 years.
They could be running, but they could be running
No, what I'm saying is when they first started, they were rivaling the big big companies. So I think they had a flight from Philadelphia to California or something like that for $80 or something like that. They were affordable. People enjoyed it. I think they were one of the only ones that wasn't crashing, right? Were they one of the
affordable, yes, but Tori, no one has ever called Spirit Airlines reliable in the history.
I'm talking about when it come to price. You was getting
cheap.
Their add-ons add up though. You have to pay for your seat. You have to pay for your bags.
Even bag. Tori is hilarious. Bro, yeah, that's crazy. Reliable?
I'm not saying I'm gonna trust them with my life because I got beef with them. I listen. Y'all want me to tell the story?
Well, before you get into that, first and foremost, Crush Smalls, yo, welcome. Says you finally got to
what's
the
happening?
screen. Appreciate you pulling up.
Dave said they was running in place for 20 years.
They were. Tori, reliable? Okay, they were cheap.
No, when I say reliable, when I say reliable, I'm saying like, damn, I really need to make this flight, but I only got this amount of dollars.
Right, so damn, I'm really hungry. All I got money is for a Lunchable, but you know what I'm saying? I got it like that.
Taking what you can get?
Take what you get.
No,
like GameStop.
No, because because
I fly your plane for you.
That ain't you. That damn show ain't me.
You said they reliable, son. Yes, they is.
You said, listen,
run the clip.
I'm talking about the price. First of all,
the price ain't worth it.
I only flew Spirit one time and I got fucked over. Don't do that.
So why are you now?
I'm talking about when they first started out. I ain't talking about right now.
Okay, hold on. Now hold on. Now I gotta interject.
I'm trying to break it down. I'm trying to go through the history, and y'all talking about
there is no history. They've been trash.
Okay, now hold on. Tori,
that's insane. Tori, that's insane.
Tori, I gotta get you, man. No. This is something to get.
Finish talking.
Because you said you flew Spirit one exact time, and you had a terrible experience.
I did.
Terrible. Shouldn't have happened to you.
I was talking about.
But you have held grudges with PlayStation over that one time you got hacked, and you still turn around and bought a PS5 now. I'm just saying.
What's that got to do with Spirit?
Very selective outrage I'm hearing here.
Damn. I'm not. Y'all wouldn't even let me finish. I ain't out here praising Spirit. I'm just saying what happened. I'm literally telling y'all what happened.
You said they're reliable.
I said they was reliable for the price. Y'all wouldn't even tell. I said they used to be reliable when it came to the price, but y'all ain't want to hear that.
Okay.
All y'all heard was reliable, and y'all thought, oh yeah.
Okay, Tori.
He's a spokesman.
Tori, I got a little analogy here for you.
Oh man.
Now, for those of us who are in them trenches, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree can be a very convenient service at very convenient prices. But you also got to be real. Sometimes they be having the most bottom of the barrel, cheapest stuff, and they don't be checking the dates on a lot of these products. Take it home, eat it. Next thing you know,
that's the chance you take eating at Dollar Tree. You don't know what you're gonna get.
It's a Spirit. That's what we're saying, Tori. Spirit. They had videos of people working at Spirit putting tape on the plane.
Don't say the shit.
They didn't fall out the sky.
Okay.
They didn't fall out the sky though.
Tori, but
a lot of the airlines that y'all be flying done fell out the sky.
Here's what I'm trying to understand. Hey, GameStop, I need as much money as possible, but my airlines give me the cheapest
because that's flip. That is flip.
No, because because
you got the consumer. You got the consumer benefiting from a cheaper price, and then you got
they're not benefiting. These were terrible experiences.
People could afford them. Ain't that what they were doing? People was flying Spirit because they could afford it.
First of all,
they was looking at, do I want to spend $80 for this flight, or do I want to go over here and spend $150 or $300 for a flight?
Tori, they literally, first of all, the customer service was terrible. Okay,
I don't know nothing about that.
Yes, you do. You lived it.
I'm talking about when they first started.
You weren't there when they first started. Focus on being there now. 2 years ago, what happened to your Spirit?
I'm not trying to defend them. I'm trying to work up to the downfall, but y'all won't even let me get to it.
You keep saying positive things about them. They've been trash.
I said one thing, the cheap price. That's all I said.
Yes, but some cheap is not always good. Cheap, and like Joe said, that's Dollar Tree, that's Lunchable, that's
McDonald's.
But y'all still gonna eat it.
So
if you're desperate, yes.
I don't know. Listen, I know you're not talking about desperate. You was eating it. You had enough folk on the child, but you was still eating McDonald's. What are you talking about? You wasn't desperate.
The black up toys and tits. We love you guys back. Real talk.
But listen, the story. So the story was last year I flew on Spirit for the first time. Going there I had layover.
Oh, it was last year.
Last year.
Okay, no, it was. Okay.
It was last year. Went there, had a layover. Coming back from DreamCon, I had a layover in Florida. First of all, my flight was at 2:00. Then it got delayed 6 more times. It got delayed till 10 p.m.
Okay, not to cut you off, but I have a legit question here. We were coming from Texas.
Yeah.
And we're going to Indiana.
Yeah.
How did you end up in Florida?
That's where the layover was.
Damn.
Spirit does. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But it's reliable.
Listen,
I mean, it got him home
for people.
eventually.
It was
Exactly, Joe. Eventually, 2 days later.
So the flight was delayed 6 times. By the time I got in Florida, they was like, "Oh, you missed the flight. You missed your layover flight, and the next 2 flights are canceled. But we can get you on another plane at 9 p.m. tomorrow." My bags is already on the plane, but I had overpacked, so I had extra stuff and I had to take some stuff out of my big bag and put it in my book bag. So I got lucky. I had a change of clothes and some extras. So then it was like they was like, "Well, have a good night." And I'm like, "What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm in the airport. It's hot." First of all, what really pissed me off in the terminal they had no air, no AC. It smelled like a jungle in there. Everybody's sweating. Luckily for me, I go prepared. I had my portable fan. People looking at me like, damn. It's like when you're sitting around hungry people and you start eating. They was like, can I get a piece of that? They wanted a piece of my fan. I'm like, hell no. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. And every time I fired up, somebody was looking, but then I was like, maybe I should share some air a little bit. Hell no. Because the time kept on changing and my battery was getting low and then all the outlets was taken, so I had to use it out sparingly. I was like, all right, these outlets is taken. People posted up. One person had like 4 outlets.
Damn, it must have been an Apple user.
It was. But I was like first, so when I got there, they was like, "Oh, sorry, your flight's gone. We can't get you on till the next day, 9 p.m. the next day." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do?" They were like, "I don't know, but have a good night." I'm like, "Hell no, I need to talk to somebody. I'm leaving here with something, cause ain't no way I'll be sitting up in here in this airport for over 24 hours. I can't even wash my ass. That's not happening. I'm sorry, that's not happening. It's too hot in here. But I'm not about to be sitting here sweating and I can't wash my ass. Hell no. I got to change the clothes or something. I'm taking a shower somewhere." And then it was like, "Oh, I had to go back and forth with the manager for a whole hour." And it's like, "Okay, well, I made some calls, and I get you in the hotel on us. We give you a hotel on us, and here's a $12 meal voucher." I'm stuck in Florida for 24 hours. You gave me 12 funky ass dollars.
What you gonna buy in Florida?
That's like a pack of Skittles. You said here's $12. Sorry for the inconvenience.
But Tori, that experience is why a lot of people don't like Spirit. This was
my first time flying.
I know, but that's my whole point of like you're saying it's what do you say? Good for the price. What do you say? It's convenient, reliable.
I said
for the price.
I said it used to be.
That never was the case.
I never heard anybody getting laid over for 24 hours. And you know what's crazy?
But it's common. It happens.
Right after that happened, they signed that bill. They signed that bill that said that airlines don't have to reimburse you for delayed and missed flights. So I got lucky there, because like if that had passed like a few weeks ahead of time,
you'd been SOL.
I would have been sitting in that hot ass terminal where everybody smelling like boiled onions and hot dog water. Like it was bad in there.
Hey, you have a list, you said?
Core reasons for passenger dislike of Spirit: aggressive fees. While base fares are low, you're charged for carry-on, seat selection, and water. Uncomfortable seating. The airline has some of the smallest seat pitches, including legroom, with non-reclining seats. Poor customer service. Customers frequently reported difficulty reaching service agents and resolving issues. And they rude, because we had a real rude one time when we had to fly Spirit.
Real quick, what's his name in blue?
In the blue right here. KP Leakin, did y'all do the MK review?
Not yet.
We're about to.
We're getting there.
We're transitioning to that soon. Unreliable operations, a high rate of flight delays and cancellations with few options for rebooking because they have low frequency routes. And then the bare fare misunderstanding. Many customers were not prepared for a no-frills experience, expecting standard airline service for a bargain price. They don't even serve. Do they serve snacks on it?
No, they don't.
I don't think they do.
No, I think I got a stack or something. I can't remember.
Well, I mean, after that, you got that $12.
Yeah, I did.
That held you over.
I need you to retract that statement of Spirit Airlines is reliable.
I mean, look, it's dead now.
Said it used to be in the past. Not talking present. I'm talking about when they first.
This was never.
They've been running for over 24 years.
And they could have been trash all 24 of them.
And out of that 24, you only did it one time, and you had one of the worst experiences.
So then why now? See, remember I told you.
And you see where they at now.
Remember I told you about studios?
No, wait a minute. This happened at the tail end. They knew they was going bankrupt.
No, they've been trash forever. They've never been good. This is like, remember I told you earlier, chat. Tori will throw life jackets and cape to
I'm not even throwing them a life jacket. What are you talking about?
They're already dead.
Besmirch their name.
I'm been doing that. What you talking about? I'm talking about.
Retract your statement about them being reliable for the price.
Oh my God! I never said that they are reliable right now. I'm talking about when the company first started. People went to Spirit because they wanted a cheaper flight.
When was this? When they first were in business? This has been known for as long as I've been alive. I've been hearing people talk about how bad Spirit is. I've never even heard the word reliable and Spirit in the same sentence. So now,
but again, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, the price was good, but you're getting what you paid for. It's the Dollar Tree logic. What I bought might suck.
I never said
it's only $1 or $1.50. So
I said they were reliable for the price.
For the price, the standard is lowered. This is low-key Mortal Kombat and Xbox fan logic. I'm just saying.
He ain't going all that.
When your standard is down here, then just that looks like a dream come true.
Here we go.
That's insane.
When you living in them trenches and all of a sudden they let you stay on a single bed with some toast and some jam and some honey, you might as well be in the Taj Mahal.
Crimson Tit says, yeah, them flight attendants be leaving their spirit on the ground. No, because they have some foul attitudes, and they definitely don't want to be there to work.
Now, I think one thing that needs to be acknowledged, especially when we got some travels coming up, I think even word on the street is that Delta is low-key getting rid of snacks, too.
They're getting rid of it on flights that are less than 2 hours or something.
So we're flying nothing below business class, right?
For the most part. I think...
Because I know y'all fuck with them Biscoffs.
But one of them says they just no longer do it.
And the pretzels, nigga.
Yeah. They're being sold in stores now. Mm-hmm. You can find them at the Kroger on Fall Creek.
Okay, well, hey.
I got you.
So, yeah, glad we agree. Business class, got you.
Yep. Okay, let's go ahead. Hold on, because I actually had a Mortal Kombat game announcement that I think we can segue into.
Oh yeah, Tori.
Topic. Well, I think both for Mortal Kombat and Injustice, as if either of those are going to be any good. But
Injustice 3 is going to be amazing.
How do you know?
Because I played all of them,
and they
people like those games. I thought they got good reviews.
David, we've been over.
I've seen the reviews.
We've been over this before, David.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat fans, their standards.
I don't know that.
Wait, did you play the Injustice games?
I played the first one, and I played a little bit of the second one.
Okay. So you wasn't in them Injustice 2 trenches then.
I was in them Injustice 1.
You dabbled. Injustice 1 was way worse than the first one. The graphics were worse. The second one had more story, and you could do a lot more with it.
And I paid.
That's just like.
And I've kept up with the story of all NRS games. I've given them all a shot, even if I haven't bought the games. And I can still outline my issues with the stories. I'm just saying.
So you didn't play the game. Let me get this right. You didn't play the game. You just read the reviews and stuff like that. That's what you said?
No, I keep my finger on the pulse of the community.
So you was listening to what the community was saying about the game.
Wouldn't you want to hear what they have to say if they're the ones that are in the trenches of the competitive scene?
Interesting. That's crazy that you would accept that. But when I was looking at reviews for Welcome to Derry, that was blasphemy.
Because it was like the hottest show of the year.
Injustice was one of the hottest games. What are you talking about? So you mean to tell me you was like, oh, I'm listening to what they say about the game. I don't need to play it. So, you was chewing me out from listening to what other people were saying about Welcome to Derry instead of watching it.
Look, if you want to like Injustice 2, my issues with Injustice 2 are more with its story than anything. I'm not really a fan of the Injustice. I think the first one was only good because it was low-key like that two-parter of Justice League Unlimited, A Better World, where they had the Justice Lords. It was basically that, or like a Crisis on Infinite Earths, or a Crisis on Two Earths, just in that format. The problem is they kept running with that alternate universe and all the really bad characterization that came with that. That's my beef with Injustice. In terms of the gameplay, I personally never really got into it, but I do recognize there's a lot of the same consistency issues that NetherRealm has always had, or even Midway, Mortal Kombat, all those developers had, is their lack of consistency. Injustice is more so, but Mortal Kombat's the real killer. But that's beside the point. Asia, continue.
Vinsart says Injustice 1 was better. Solomon Grundy was my main.
I hate you.
Injustice 3 is in development. The announcement has set the fighting game and DC Comics communities ablaze with speculation about roster, story direction, and what DC characters will finally get to see playable after years of requests.
And Joe, maybe this is the opportunity to get the game right this time, too.
How many opportunities has NRS had to fix any of the issues with their game?
Ed Boon is behind this, though.
He's been behind every single one of them, and he's fucked it up every time.
When
you can't talk about a goat like that, Joe.
I'll talk about it. I'll just call him a fuck up 12 times before breakfast, every day of the week.
This is crazy.
Before breakfast.
Damn. Wait a minute. Let's look at some of these comments.
Yeah, let's
okay, yeah.
All right. Tori slow walked that one. The Black Up says, Joe, I mean, I don't know if a Tekken fan should talk about standards. Just saying.
I can back up. Hold up.
He went there.
Oh, no. You want to go there.
Season 8, right? Season 8, right? Okay.
8, Tekken 8, Season 2 and 3. That's what you're talking about.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go there? I'll keep
they
it brief.
They brought it up.
I'll keep it brief.
I just read it.
I just hit God of Destruction over the weekend, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And again, if we're talking story mode, you're not touching Tekken with that. Tekken has always led the way when it comes to storytelling and fighting games. Don't even come at it like that, especially with Tekken 8. In terms of gameplay, at the very least, even for whatever missteps, Tekken has always maintained its identity. You know how a Tekken game plays. Even when they innovate and add different systems, Tekken's remained its core identity. Mortal Kombat can never keep its story straight. 1 minute it's the 2D games from 1 through 3. Next minute it's a 3D fighter, but it's not really 3D. Then you go to a 3D with full sidesteps, but then you change your fighting style so that you have 2 fighting styles and a sword style. Then it's 1 fighting style, 1 sword style. Then you throw all that back and go back to the 2D, but then you add stance switches and background interactions. Then you add cameo systems. You add variations. All this shit completely flipping whatever's going on in your game. The community's already sick of it. You want to talk about the fall off of the Tekken community? How about Mortal Kombat 1? How many people are playing that game competitively right now? Did that game make it into EVO? I rest my case, Your Honor. God of Destruction logic, by the way.
Okay. Shout out to the Creator Collab, and they call him Marvelous. The Creator Collab saying you guys are the best, very entertaining.
Hey, appreciate you.
They call him Marvelous with the super chat for $4.99 saying, what up, fam? Sorry I'm late to the party, but I'm locked in. This stream is goated, and anyone that thinks otherwise, they're high as gas.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We might need to drop gas price. Never mind.
Oh, the video?
I'm just saying, should we bring that back?
Part 2?
Part 2?
We might
or repost the first.
They are the highest. We have the highest prices they've had.
Which one?
In record.
Gas prices.
Oh yeah, fuck these gas prices.
But I said it's time to re-upload.
Oh yeah.
Your video. Yeah.
Toys and Tits says, man, Tekken over Mortal easy. LOL. I feel like the characters move slow and lethargic in Mortal Kombat. I feel like it's less about speed, and I feel like their animations are just clunky.
I feel the reason why.
Well, I feel like by the numbers, Tekken characters move slower.
It's because the reason why they move slower. I mean, it's a sidestepper. If it was like if they can move around like they do in Tekken, I feel like they would be a lot more fluid and faster.
But see, you're missing what I'm saying. Because like I said, if you're looking at just the raw numbers and frame data, your Mortal Kombat characters will move faster. Because like a jab will be faster, as far as I know, in Mortal Kombat, as opposed to like the quickest move you can do is like 10 frames and maybe some exceptions, 9 frames. You actually have to animate like a jab or a punch in like 60 frames a second. You know what I mean? But then you have something like Mortal Kombat where you have like all these really weird and awkward animations. Like you'll have a Tekken character that'll do a hook like this, but then you have a Mortal Kombat character that does a hook like this. Clear difference, you know what I mean? And how long has Mortal Kombat been in the industry? How long has Ed Boon been a developer, been lead of these teams, and these dudes don't know how to animate punches and kicks right? Just saying.
Go ahead, Tori.
Go
ahead.
What happened?
Don't
Raven
piss
Thy
me
Black
off.
has some.
What happened?
Raven Thy Black said.
Oh, continue.
Tori, One Piece Live was Raven That Black says One Piece Live was a great choice from you guys. My girlfriend loves it and she's getting into anime because of it. Thanks again for the recommendations.
You ain't the only one who's giving a recommendation, Tori.
What happened? That was the first time,
Oh, now we got to get to the Mortal Kombat movie review as well before we.
So that's what I wanted to transition into.
Let me get my notes.
So with the Mortal Kombat game officially in development,
are we doing spoiler and non-spoiler, or just doing
probably non-spoiler?
Maybe non-spoiler.
Yeah,
it just came out today. Let's
there's stuff that we've seen in the trailers and stuff like that. So there's some things that you already know.
All right, well, Joe, you and Tori were able to go and see the new Mortal Kombat movie this afternoon. Tell us about it. How was it?
First and foremost, Tori, go ahead and give your like quick little rating, a numerical grade. What you got?
I give it a 7.5. I mean, they were entertaining. There's entertaining value in it. I mean, I didn't go in thinking it was about to be, like cinematic masterpiece or, the next Michael movie or something like that.
I really wish I could have just seen that again, to be honest. I'm just saying.
But it was decent. It was decent. I mean, I enjoyed, the fighting, and story was a little here and there, but I was entertained. That's what I can get to it.
All right, I'm gonna be hard, but I'm gonna be fair. Okay. And I'll start by saying this. There's almost no wrong answers here. It's going to depend on what you're looking for. There's going to be some people that take nothing away from this movie, and there's going to be some people that take away one thing, and there's going to be people that take away another thing. My numerical rating, I think it's a solid 6. And give or take.
That's good.
And I'm not going to grade it on the curve of is it better than the first movie, because that goes without saying. I'm not going to say it exceeded my expectations, because my expectations were far down here. There were things that it did well. I would say that there were probably, in terms of fight scenes, I think I liked more of them than I disliked, so good on them for that. It didn't help that I had Wingstop before, so I think that itis was hitting me a little bit. But I was fighting. I was staying in there. And like I said, there were a lot of really good fight scenes in there. As far as story, I can tell somebody was trying. Like they were trying to do more, but I see them. So I was like, okay, here we go, Joe. Like I said, I'm hard, but I'm fair on this. In terms of actual storytelling and a character arc, they tried their best, but the problem is I feel like it was trying to do so much. And I think that it had such a shaky foundation that it's like you can't really reach your full potential, but you can see that they were trying to make the most of it. Because this thing's got two things working against it. One is the Mortal Kombat lore itself. I ain't gonna get into all that right now, but for those of you that know me, you know my issues with that. And then 2, the foundation laid by the first movie. It's stuck with those 2. So you have a movie where you have Johnny Cage, Kitana, Jax, Sonya Blade, Liu Kang, well, not necessarily this time around. Cole Young, almost forgot about him. And it's like, who's really the central character of the story? Oh yeah, him too. There's too much. So it's like, who's the real center of the story? Everybody's trying to do their own thing, but it's like there's so much going on. It's like, okay, now I'm supposed to care about this. Now I'm supposed to care about this. If you take the movie at face value, sure, it's got plenty of heart and soul. If you're being honest about it, it's pretty surface level. But there are good takeaways. And I'll say this, here's a positive for you. I don't think it uses the gore as a crutch. It happens when it's appropriate, but it's not like the main focus. It's not glorifying the gore. The gore is almost more a result of the interactions between the characters, so to speak. So I think that's a positive. So like I said, there's good things about the movie. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, like I said, your standards are already down here, so you're probably going to love it. It's going to be a damn near dream come true for you. But yeah, we're not watching Shakespeare here. So is that fair?
Yeah, that was.
So I'm not just a total hater here, right?
No, and I think a 6 That's a lot higher than I thought you would give it.
6 out of 10.
Based on what you were saying before, I thought you were going to give it like a 2.
I mean,
and how you feel about Mortal Kombat as a franchise, we know you be hating.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like,
I'll say, this doesn't save the franchise, but it definitely keeps that life support beeping. So that's a good sign. There was no, I know some people are going to be sad about this, but there's no, it has begun, or at least not really. There's a part where it almost like that, but it's such a stretch. There's like, oh, I had to think about it for a second. So it's not just blatantly pandering. I didn't have to hear your soul is mine.
I would have liked to hear that.
See, Mortal Kombat fans.
Just because I wanted to laugh.
Just watch the first fucking movie. You didn't laugh enough when you had Kano and Johnny Cage yucking it up the whole movie?
I'm not a fan of Kano. I don't like Kano.
What about Johnny Cage? That's your dude. That's the one that y'all pretend is like the main character, even though he's been the Dan Hibiki of the Mortal Kombat franchise.
I heard you chuckle too.
I think I had like one genuine moment.
I was both in there kiki keying.
I heard you over there. I heard that.
You want to know what it is? Here's my issue. Because comedy is such a difficult thing to work. Because here's what it is. There's a difference between like actually making me laugh about something versus something I'll be like, okay, here we go. Like that type of laugh. Where it's like, yeah, you might get a little chuckle breath out of me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, goofy, but can we move on? Kano, I'll go ahead and say this. Kano's in the movie. He's as goofy as he was in the first movie. And he was getting on my fucking nerves. He had one moment where he felt like authentic Kano in the games, and then it immediately just jumped right back into Marvel-style yucks. Mm-hmm. Johnny Cage actually had a bit of an arc, and it had some things that they set up, and then they called back to it at the end, so he went on a little journey. But mostly throughout, it was still pop culture references, all the things that Johnny Cage fans like, because it's easy enough. If you can't win people over with something genuine, just make them laugh. Make them laugh a few times and then it'll win them over. That's how it always goes. Yeah, and of course, Kitana, a lot of people have already said it, but she's basically the heart of the movie, sort of. Because the movie's juggling so many characters. They can't let Liu Kang or Kung Lao be the main characters because Johnny Cage is there. Nobody likes Cole Young. Kitana's there, who's directly related to the bad guys, and you have other characters from the previous movie that you got to follow up on, but simultaneously you have to act like the first movie didn't exist because it fucking sucked. So it's like, you see how this is a recipe for what could have been a disaster?
You know what it reminded me of?
It's almost more impressive that the train didn't go completely off the rails. It tipped a little bit, but we have narrowly avoided disaster.
But now, Joe, I haven't seen it yet. Remember, I was saying that I felt like this one looked better than the first one.
That's not saying much.
It was better than the first one, but
that's not saying much.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm going home.
Wait a minute, because the whole Kitana and Jade and Shao Kahn reminded me
like
of
Thanos and Gamora thing.
Yeah, Thanos, Gamora, and Nebula. That's what it reminded me of. I was watching, I was like, damn, this kind of feel like the whole Thanos, Gamora, and Nebula. But yeah.
Well, if you bought into that, then I'm sure this movie will be a nice little popcorn flick for you.
Okay.
I had Wingstop, so I was full, so no popcorn for me this time. But when I go see the Michael movie a second time, I'll make up.
I know somebody went to see it 4 times already.
I know, I'm super jelly. Why didn't we go see that instead? That'd have been fun.
We could have just walked in there and started watching it.
Do we hear Tori's review yet?
Yeah, he said his.
Okay.
Do you have more you'd like to say?
I mean,
Joe gave it a 6. What did Tori say?
He said a
7 or 7.5.
Okay.
The Black Up says so they were juggling multiple storylines again. Is that accurate?
Kind of is, but I feel like in the original Mortal Kombat, they juggled multiple characters way better than they do.
Are you talking the 90s or 2021?
90s.
Okay.
They juggled having multiple characters, giving them their own little moments and shine to still bring the story together. I feel like they did it better in that than they did in.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Tori, because they didn't really have that much of a character in the first movie.
I'll
go as far as to say that they delivered on more of a character arc in this movie than the first one.
In the 90s one? I'm talking about comparing juggling multiple characters in the '90s one compared to
this.
yeah.
But that's the thing is, it was so much simpler then. There wasn't much to juggle. They were just there. You heard exposition dialogue, and then you go into a fight scene, and then you have Raiden talk to them. The first test you must face is responsibility, or some dumb shit like that.
I still don't like how they did Raiden.
But that's the point. Is like there's not really much of a character. It's all surface level. It's a little bit less surface level in this movie, which I'll say, but it probably doesn't have the same level of charm and memorable moments and stuff like that as the first movie back in the 90s. No. It's not as quote unquote fun. There's no energetic techno songs during fight scenes, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. It's not going to hit on that same beat. And like I said, I feel like this movie was trying. They replaced the writer. That was the smartest move they could have made. So somebody actually tried to make something out of this mess. And they came away with something all right. And what degree of all right is totally going to depend on your taste. So if there is anything that you take from it, from me, is if you feel like giving it a shot, hey, go for it. Keep that beeper on that life support machine going from Mortal Kombat, because it needs it right now, because it's fucking terrible. But
I mean, but it's probably going to do better than that other movie that came out too.
Which one?
The Anthony Mackie one.
It's on our list.
Wait, what movie?
I forget what it's called.
I can actually
Sultan or something.
We can actually talk about that. The Anthony Mackie movie, that
Transition, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tori, you brought it up.
What's it called?
Desert Warrior.
Okay.
Desert Warrior,
yeah,
it's being called the biggest box office flop of all time.
Damn.
I hate to talk about a brother like this though, but Desert Warrior has reportedly become the biggest box office flop in cinema history, with a catastrophic gap between its production budget and global earnings. Yeah, the film joins a legendary list of financial disasters, and it's already being discussed in the same breath as Waterworld and John Carter. I remember the John Carter flop.
Do you have the budget information, Asia, on it?
Yeah, let me look
Compare
that up.
to Dragon Ball Evolution.
I thought we had a screenshot. Let me see if I can.
About that, the better.
I can't wait to.
I found it.
Wait to get
Go ahead.
Right.
So they said that the Saudi Arabia funded film earned $488,000, so under $500K on a $150 million budget.
Damn.
And that's global box office.
They even hit 200K. That's crazy.
I assume so. Yeah.
They could hit that in one state.
Yeah,
if they was good.
It's also the most expensive film to be produced in Saudi Arabia as well.
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
I don't think. Listen, I feel like this is not. A lot of people. I don't want to blame Anthony Mackie, because we know that he actually did a really good job of promoting. He does all the rounds of promoting his movies, but I didn't really hear a lot about it even from him. I wonder if he even was I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he signed on and then had some concerns, because usually he's like Jimmy Fallon and Breakfast Club, all the other, he does all the rounds and stuff. So I'm very curious to know what's really going on here, but I don't want to blame Anthony Mackie fully, because he is a good actor and he does promote his movies, but I didn't even see him talking about this. So I don't know.
No, I didn't hear about this movie until I heard about it flopping, honestly.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I don't know much about it at all.
Yeah. So sad.
Hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I got one more thing to say about Mortal Kombat.
Go off, Joe.
Baraka and them Tarkatans look stupid as fuck in that movie. I'm just saying. The teeth, that look like a Spirit Halloween mask, bro, because it's like you can see his mouth moving underneath it.
You can?
Yes.
Is that bad? Are you serious?
Okay, now you can see rows of teeth, if he opens his mouth, so it doesn't look like you have another set of lips under there.
Shark
but the way that his mouth is moving, you can clearly tell it's a prosthetic on top, and it's just moving with his jaw, and it's not good looking, bro. You can see it in the trailer, and here's what you got to say: he has conversations, he talks, he yucks.
Okay.
Am I lying, Tori?
Me and Asia are gonna see it still.
I still want to check it out.
Because I have notes on the spoiler section, so if y'all were trying to get into that, I got some more shit to say.
Now let's let them see.
All right, Asia, you got the next.
Yeah, next topic. Netflix has officially surpassed Crunchyroll in anime streaming market share among major platforms, driven by high-profile originals and aggressive licensing deals. This marks a major shift in the anime streaming landscape that Crunchyroll has long dominated.
Mm.
And I mean, Netflix just be on top. They
I
just be
mean,
doing it. They just be on their shit.
I will say, as somebody that has all the streaming service, most of the streaming services,
Dang,
I still think
got
that
money like that. I see.
no, most of this is like deals. Like, hey, I'll give you a password. This is this stuff
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
that's all.
I can't even afford the deals.
you got the deals. You got
We
Netflix.
have- we
you have
have
our
the
Y'all
deal.
share.
You have our
with me, that's it.
Netflix. That's just, okay. So you know, I had a train of thought.
As somebody with
Netflix.
all the streamings,
Yeah.
Yes,
most of the streaming
I
services.
do think that from a viewing perspective experience, I will say that Netflix is a much better app than Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's app has been the same for literally the last dang near like 5 years for the most part. I feel like it's rarely changed. The features they have now are just now catching up to Netflix. But as far as just like viewing experience, I mean, I don't, Tori, you remember this? Crunchyroll used to do this weird thing where like you would go to an anime and it would be like, oh, there's 20 seasons, but it's because they would have all the languages split up and stuff, and it would just they did, but that was after years of us dealing with the bull and stuff. So I think that's part of it, but also I think the other part of it is Netflix is just so big. But I do think it's cool that Netflix has invested so much into anime too. I mean, they
saw how anime was taking over, so it was like, let's get on that. And then like they had struck a deal where they were getting animes that are on Crunchyroll at the same time.
Yeah.
That was smart of them.
Yeah. And to me, it was like this: if the anime is on Crunchyroll and Netflix, I'm gonna choose Netflix over Crunchyroll anytime. Honestly, it just runs a lot smoother, and that's honestly a lot of these
user interface is so much better too.
Oh my god, the user interface on Crunchyroll is so
garbage.
It's still it's like the same. Honestly, like, and again, I am not an advocate for pirating at all, but I will say pirated anime sites have better UIs than Crunchyroll, and it's just true.
Crazy. You pirate? How you know about these pirates?
I've been on there before. I'm not a frequent user.
You're just holding it for a friend, right?
That's what it sounds like. Because I remember you was real tough on pirates and pirating.
I still am. I still am.
But you just want to keep your finger on the pulse, right?
I'm saying this was a specific experience where it was an anime that wasn't available on any platform. I couldn't buy it.
You had to turn to the dark side.
It was a one-time thing. I wasn't proud of it, but I tried. I went through every legal means.
Why does it sound like a fucking after-school special?
But you will do it again, though, right? If you have to.
I don't want to do it again. But this was a situation where the anime wasn't available anywhere digitally. You couldn't stream it, and you couldn't buy it anywhere. So it was like, you know. That was all. But I'm saying their UI, as far as finding stuff to watch, was easier than Crunchyroll's. So, but in general, back to this. I mean, what y'all thoughts? I mean, Netflix beating Crunchyroll, big deal, right?
I mean, yeah, but it kind of makes sense.
Toys and Tits says, I think as anime globalizes, more people will be willing to watch anime, and most people only have Netflix and not Crunchyroll. They stick to what they know, especially if you're a casual watcher.
Right. Like Netflix is more mainstream than a Crunchyroll, which is catered to anime fans specifically. So
Toys and Tits agrees with you too, David.
Thank you, Toys and Tits. Appreciate it.
Creator Collab. Oh, speaking of, sailing the ocean seas. Creator Collab, did you guys watch the Avatar leaked movie?
No.
No.
You didn't watch it, Tori?
I want to see the whole thing.
Okay.
I want to. I won't watch it pirated because
we support artists over here.
It ain't been dropped yet. They ain't even dropped it yet. So.
Vincent Moore 536 sent $5.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I enjoy Mortal Kombat 2, but I can see some people hating it. I hope it makes enough money for part 3. A lot more memorable fight.
That is true.
We'll see.
Does it end on a cliffhanger where it could be a part 3 without spoiling?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of.
Okay. All right. I'm hyped. Yeah. Me and Asia, we didn't like the first Mortal Kombat, but
rightfully so.
But the trailer for this one looked good. And what's the actor name? Carl
Urban.
Carl Urban is great in The Boys, so we're hyped to see him here. How was Carl Urban? How was as Johnny Cage?
We did his thing.
Okay. All right.
Cool. What do you think?
Look, I'm not a fan of Johnny Cage personally, regardless.
Okay.
But
Which I have questions about that because I thought everybody liked Johnny Cage.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite.
There's like everybody's Johnny.
Did you hear what I said before, David?
You said he's like Dan Hibiki, but that's almost too low.
When you can't deliver on anything genuine, your flight to safety is make people laugh with the yucks.
But his character's been like that in the games.
And this is the thing. And because you can go back and look at how Johnny Cage was portrayed. Yeah, he was like the Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he was clearly overshadowed by the Bruce Lee, which is Liu Kang. And largely up until like MKX, Johnny Cage had been pretty much a joke. He was largely, that was his thing. Every ending in his games was, hey, I've competed in the Mortal Kombat tournament and won. Now I'm going to go to Hollywood and make a Mortal Kombat movie out of what I just did. Yeah, the MK4 ending? Come on, when am I going to get some real competition? Hey, stop throwing it. I saw that, Arnold.
Every ending like is him, because like they talk about he was an actor, but then he was washed up. That people weren't watching.
When? Which game?
All of them.
When did they say that?
What? That he was an actor?
No, he's always been an actor, but there was no real arc or anything about him being washed up trying to get any sort of credibility. The old games didn't have time to flesh out his character like that. Maybe you got like a little sentence in a paragraph or something, but he's always been one note, and you didn't really flesh out his character until like MK9 and MKX. He's just always been the same.
I don't know. I feel like
Tori, you were talking to a longtime Mortal Kombat lore enthusiast. Don't do this.
Because you got to think they even touched on it in Armageddon.
Where?
And that was before 9.
Where?
When you beat the game with him. Like Armageddon, that was shortly after 4.
So if you beat the game with him in Armageddon, when you get him just doing a kata like everybody else, and there's just text and a voiceover of just what he would do after he got the power of Blaze, even though it doesn't acknowledge the whole Armageddon plot line?
Yeah.
You're trying to defend this?
I'm just saying that he's never been the Liu Kang of the game franchise, but his character.
They tried to make him that in MKX,
but his character has always been the same. They didn't like, oh, let's have him be super serious and all these games, and then make him a joke. Like, this man has had the same attitude in pretty much most of them. And then the fact that, that every ending from then on is either him going back to acting or doing something with Sonya or something with his daughter. Like, that man has had the same character. Like, he always goes back to his acting when the tournament is over. Like, that's been his thing.
And that's what I'm saying is, like, pretty much from MK's 1 through 9, spin-offs included, he's just been that one-note joke side character. And then after they killed Liu Kang and they didn't know what to do with themselves and made him a revenant, then they made him one of the lead. He wasn't even the lead in MKX. He was sidelined by his kid.
It was the new generation.
And then in the very next game, he got shafted again when they brought Liu Kang back to the forefront. He was the central character. He wasn't even the central character, and he was barely that for one game.
Tori, rebuttal, and then we got to move on.
I'm saying,
don't come at me with Mortal Kombat lore.
I'm going to. Because like I told you before, it was just a full circle moment. The game was originally supposed to star as Johnny Cage or Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was supposed to be him, and that didn't fall through. So they went with the next best thing, the Bruce Lee character. That every game around that time, every game had a Bruce Lee character, and they was like, you know what, Bruce Lee is popular, we're gonna make him the face. Since we couldn't do it with Johnny Cage, we're gonna do it with Liu Kang, and that's been the thing. And then now, so fast forward to now, then they was like, okay, full circle moment. It was Johnny Cage was supposed to be the main character. Let's make him the main character in this game since Liu Kang is out of commission. And then now everybody wants Liu Kang back.
But then final rebuttal. And again, this is the issue. Final time. This is the issue with making Mortal Kombat your foundation because they're not consistent with how they handle it. It's always the same thing. Like, they can't keep it one straight with one direction or another. And this is where you get with this movie, where you have to have Liu Kang in there because he's been the hero for the longest time, but he's not the main character, because you have to have Cole because he was the main character in the last movie and he was barely that, but nobody likes him. So you have to include Johnny Cage, even though he should have been in the first movie, but now we have to reestablish him, but you have to include Kitana because she's directly related to Shao Kahn, but she's not the main character. And then you have to have Scorpion and Sub-Zero because they're on the box, even though they're the least relevant characters outside of just being popular. This is the problem with Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
That life
Kombat.
support system is still
Here's the thing.
Okay, nope.
I'm done.
Yeah, we got other topics.
So, Kayfie Leakin said a few comments ago, do y'all think that's why Crunchyroll is doing that $1.99 deal for anime?
I actually have that as a topic, that Crunchyroll is running its anime 2026 promotion with subscriber discounts and special deals throughout May. The timing, as Netflix reportedly overtakes Crunchyroll in anime market share, makes this promotion feel more competitive than celebratory.
I personally don't think it's because of Netflix. I think it's to give some good PR to Crunchyroll, because remember, Crunchyroll was getting a little some backlash because they are raising their prices, and then people were saying, wait, like now it costs as much as this platform and this platform has more content and all that kind of stuff. So I think this is like, hey, we raised our prices, but let's throw all these deals out there to kind of, you know what I'm saying? The deal's pretty good. I think it's like, do you have the information, Age, about the deal specifically? I thought it was like for the Pro version, it's like $3.99 for 3 months or something like that. It was a pretty good deal, I will say.
And for raising all these prices, weren't they accused of using AI for all these things to cut corners too?
Subtitles.
Yeah, they were. They got there was some trouble.
Is $1.99 a month or 3 months of the Mega Fan plan for $2.99?
That is a good deal, I will say. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that's you know, and companies, very rare that they do that. I mean, I wish other streaming services would do stuff like that.
I get y'all this, but you know, I can't really trust y'all when it comes to deals.
Just throwing shade for no reason.
My bad. I was just throwing that out there. I was just because like y'all, because you was like, oh, that's a really good deal, but you know, y'all track records on deals ain't.
Is this because of wings?
All the 30 for 30?
You must live in a different America than we do, because there's definitely inflation, and that price that they are offering for that amount of wings is considered a good deal right now. Now, would have been a good deal years ago?
Wait a minute.
No, but this is where we are in the economy.
My bad.
Do you not realize gas prices are $15 right now?
Not wings, wingettes. Wingettes.
Oh, the pigeon knuckles, right?
The pigeon knuckles.
Because you want big ass ostrich wings to eat, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what a wing is.
But is that
you know what? You're right. That probably would have been a better deal. If you could get those big ass chemically injected bullshit wings for $30.
Y'all want to hear nothing about no chemically injected when y'all eat Chick-fil-A.
The chemicals.
Because the Chick-fil-A. Okay.
How you gonna complain about the chemically?
And what chemicals is in Papa John's pizza?
I don't eat Papa John's like that.
You a damn lie. I saw you on the Ring camera.
I said I don't eat it like that.
Y'all see what he does? Y'all watching this. Y'all see this with y'all own eyes.
I said I don't
y'all
eat it
this.
I said I don't eat it like that. You make it seem like that's like my main source of pizza.
She didn't say Chick-fil-A was her main source either, but you still bring up the chemicals.
Y'all be praising Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's good.
What's wrong with it?
You like it.
I told y'all. Last time I tried to tell you about the chemicals, what'd you say?
All these places got chemicals.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Then never defend McDonald's, which literally washes their scraps of meat with their floor cleaner. The same chemicals.
Mr. In an apocalypse, I pick McDonald's over Five Guys.
I'm just saying, you talking about I want chemically injected wings when y'all already eating chemically injected wings.
Tori, we live in America. We're eating chemically injected everything.
Then what's wrong with me wanting these fat ass wings then?
Dude, you over here
with that, Tori? Do you? I hope you find no big ass pterodactyl wings.
You eat your chemicals, I'm eat mine.
Tori, you trying to eat these big ass?
My chemicals business then.
You going to Wingstop expecting them big ass Flintstones Brontosaurus ribs, bro.
Yes.
Tipping your car over. That's why your bumper got that stuff in the first place.
If I'm paying $30, I want to see $30 worth of wings. Then you ain't even getting full wings. You getting wingettes this big for $30. You pay. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. You really gonna pay $1 for that? $1.
It's bigger than that. It's not like that big.
$1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even a full wing. Not even a full wing.
Where do you live?
You know how much chicken you get? You can buy the full wings. You can for more. You get more than that for $30.
Where?
The grocery store.
That don't count. That's not.
It don't count
Because
you don't like cooking. You don't even cook. That's why you don't like it.
He makes spaghetti.
When? I ain't never seen this man touch a pot.
Not too much on mine. My husband does cook.
He just said. Where was some spaghetti made? I ain't never seen that.
We just don't make it here. That's the problem. We just don't make it here.
You ain't cooking here. You ain't cooking here. years. Y'all ain't never cooked for me. I can't cook for y'all plenty of time.
I can't cook, so what am I supposed to do?
Over here talking about spaghetti. I ain't never seen. Hey, I made some spaghetti. You ain't never said that. Y'all say, hey, we just made some food. Y'all want some? I ain't never heard y'all say that. Talking about what we be cooking. When?
You just don't see us. You be in your room.
Oh, man.
You just be in your room. Speaking of which, because let's stay on this because this brings up another topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about KFC.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Damn, I should have said that too.
No, okay, so here's what happened. A few months ago, we had our Food Wars stream where we talked about different restaurants and everything. And we got on the subject of KFC. And Tori, you and I were talking about ordering chicken.
Yeah.
And I made a comment or I asked you.
No, because I said I be buying chicken, and you was like, why don't you buy no sides? Why you just buying the chicken? He's like, oh, you just raw dogging chicken.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. I stated that you were raw dogging chicken, eating it dry with no sides.
Dry with no sides.
Yes.
Hey, but y'all don't even like the sides.
Interestingly enough, today
somebody saw our video.
Somebody at KFC definitely saw our video.
They saw our video.
Because they tweeted, what they got going on right now? Is it like a new promotion or something?
It is.
They got some promotion going on right now. David tried to find it for me. And they tweeted out, and I quote, we need
to
get the word for word. Hold on. Bar for bar. KFC posted. Tweeted.
Let me show the camera.
Show the camera.
Let me show the camera.
Hey, don't swipe.
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, no.
The fuck? Show the camera what they said.
It's a family-friendly program.
KFC saw it. Look at that.
Still raw dogging your tenders?
They saw the video.
KFC.
They saw the video. Cut us a check.
If you rush the stream, just
cut us a check. Y'all need to comment or something. Y'all looking at the clips. Y'all
give us some sides.
Damn.
Come on.
We don't need the sides. We'll take the chicken though.
We'll take the chicken. No, but that is a crazy coincidence. Is it?
Insane. They saw it.
I ain't never seen them tweet that ever. So yeah, I think that's kind of somebody must have saw that. We gonna post a video. We're gonna tag KFC and get some answers, y'all.
Yeah. Somebody saw it.
But by the way, KFC, we mess with y'all. You know, if y'all want to sponsor the show and we all dress up like Colonel, I mean, whatever you want.
I ain't dressing up like no Colonel.
I fucks with y'all.
Yeah, he raw dogs y'all chicken.
All right, that's enough of that.
Oh, I thought we was having a conversation.
No, that's cool. I
was just trying to help.
No, y'all be raw dogging Raising Cane's too. Let's talk about that.
We actually prefer Zaxby's now.
Oh, y'all done got.
We've seen another side.
That's crazy.
Okay. All right, we only got a couple more minutes left. Hold on. Actually, there was one more. Was there one more topic we had?
I was thinking.
There's something else y'all wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying.
Joe did. He had the game trailer he posted.
Stranger Than Heaven.
Stranger Than Heaven.
Talk about it.
All right, so it's pretty much been confirmed at this point what the fans have theorized. Stranger Than Heaven chronicles the journey of Makoto Tojo, the founder of the fabled Tojo clan in the Yakuza franchise. And this game apparently takes place across like 5 different decades, starting from like the early 1900s in Japan, and it takes place across like 5 different cities. Looks like it's going to be a lot grittier, a lot more violent because you're dealing with like actual criminal underworld. The main character is apparently mixed race in Japan, so he's facing some persecution while also rising in the streets. So this is going to be very interesting. And according to some of the fans, the Yakuza series has been on a slight decline for a number of games, especially the last one. It really rubbed some people the wrong way with a number of things. But in my opinion, it looks like this one's going to be the one that brings it back.
Okay.
But from y'all had a chance to see the trailer, so tell me what you think from the outside perspective.
Outside looking in, I thought it looked cool. I've always from afar liked the Yakuza franchise. Kind of feels kind of like, and let me know if this is incorrect, but it feels kind of like a Japanese GTA-ish to a certain degree.
It's not an unfair comparison.
Okay. It kind of felt like that to a certain degree, but it felt like it had more activities
than
GTA.
As far as I know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, San Andreas. San Andreas had about almost the same amount of.
I can see that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, when it comes to Yakuza side content, you're always getting. I don't know how goofy this one will be because the Yakuza series definitely has a vibe. Like you'll go through a gritty crime drama that'll have you on the edge of your seat with the action or crying like a bitch at the story. At an emotional moment, but then you turn around and do like side content. Next thing you know, you're on go-karts. You're going fishing, gambling, and then you have like a sub story that's a mix of action-packed, dramatic, and downright hilarious, all at the exact same time. So I don't know how deep it's going to get into that, but the Yakuza series has always been pretty reliable in that regard. So I would say like, and even the storytelling, in my opinion, some of the best that gaming has to offer, period. Like, in my opinion, damn near Breaking Bad level. The kicker is, where do you want to start making that investment? Now, I'm not going to be a One Piece fan and say that you have to start. Like, you can play Yakuza 0, stop there, and you'll be totally satisfied because that game is phenomenal, especially in its storytelling. But if you want to go from start to finish, great experience. If you want to just start from Yakuza 6, you can do it. It'll get you up to speed. If you want to start from Yakuza 7, you can do it. It'll get you up to speed. Games like 8 and Like a Dragon Gaiden or Pirate Yakuza, I probably wouldn't recommend, but you can if you want to. But nah, the storytelling, always phenomenal. So I highly recommend the series.
Really quick, we got another $5 from Vincent Moore.
Hey.
Vincent Moore says, if you get a chance, watch the new Evil Dead trailer. I'm ready for that. And Resident Evil, it's another big year for horror.
Hey, look, I've been on my horror kick, so I'm here for it. And I may actually finally be able to invest in a Silent Hill 2 remake and Silent Hill F, because I've been dying to play those games for a minute. Still sad that I have to choose those over Metroid Prime 4, but I got to make priorities here.
Listen, I'm happy for y'all horror fans. It looks like y'all are really about to eat with everything that y'all got coming out. I am, but I'm happy for y'all. Like, enjoy.
I'm going to get you on board.
And by the way,
find a way.
Vincent.
Vincent.
Tori did not really care for the Resident Evil trailer. As far as the movie trailer, Joe, you seem more positive on it.
Giving it a fair shot.
Yeah. So that's kind of, we talked about it earlier today. That was kind of the quick bullet points on it. So.
Yeah. And David and Asia, they're chicken.
I don't watch horror stuff. It looked cool to me, like for as far as a horror movie, whatever. But I haven't watched a horror. The last horror movie I watched was The Ring.
Okay, now to be fair here, because I had to come back from that theater watching that Mortal Kombat movie, and y'all gonna hold me hostage to watch Supergirl. So y'all might have to bite the bullet and watch this Resident Evil movie. I'm just saying.
I would, for stream, I would watch it during the daytime.
The Resident Evil marathon.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the theater, bro.
No, not that.
Do you need a night light?
No, when I leave the theater after seeing that movie, I need to see my surroundings. I need light.
All right. I'm gonna walk out in the day like, let's catch a matinee.
Yeah, I'm not walking now after seeing that movie into the dark parking lot.
We doing a 2 o'clock show for that.
Nah,
that's too early.
How old are you, David?
Yeah, just 30s.
4.
Damn, blasted him. All right. Any final thoughts, y'all?
I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all. Sorry for the.
You know what? I got one more thing to say about Mortal Kombat now.
Damn. What other complaint do you have?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is a spoiler.
No spoilers.
I'm gonna do it. Look, I'm gonna do everybody a favor. If anything, this is gonna sell them some more tickets here, folks. If you hated Cole Young in the first movie like I did, this might be the movie for you. He did. I'm just gonna go out there and say it. They tried to have a moment where he was like, yeah, he ain't go out like no bitch. Cole, he dead, but he went out. But
wait, is that the beginning or the end?
Like middle.
Dang, that's a big spoiler, Joe.
I don't care. Look, I'm doing y'all a favor.
Not me. I didn't want to know that.
Are you a fan of the character? Were you rooting for him?
No, but I'd rather just be surprised when it happened. I wanted to enjoy that, not enjoy the moment. I wanted to just experience the moment.
Maybe we'll forget between now and seeing the movie.
I hope so.
Yeah, you didn't even know what his name was for a second there.
All right.
Hopefully we'll forget.
So, folks, I did you a favor. If that don't convince you to watch the movie, I don't know what will. Ed Boon, you're welcome.
That's crazy. Okay.
All right, guys. This has been our stream. Thank you for hanging with us for 3 hours. Y'all are crazy.
Hanging through us with the technical issues.
Yes. Y'all were some troopers there for real.
For real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what that was so it doesn't happen again. Mm-hmm. Probably need to make sure we do a little
our reset again before. We were doing that for a while. We might have to bring that back. Reset our internet router before. But chat, we paid for faster internet. So we don't know why this is happening. So we have to get on the phone, get a discount. We'll see. So yeah.
Or pursue legal action.
Hey, I'm all for that. You got a lawyer now, so hey.
Hey,
I got connections.
Yeah, help us out.
Okay.
Look, y'all, final story time because I need to make a public service announcement because it's been a rough couple weeks at the day job. All right. First of all, couple weeks back, I'm driving to my first stop out in the country, and a fucking turkey flies into the windshield of my delivery van and just totals it. So, and I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I've got little shards of glass all over me. Thankfully, it didn't get into my eyes or mouth or anything like that. Did my dispatcher care when I reported the incident to them? No, they were just worried about, is it bad enough that I could still make deliveries or not? I had to sit there for 3 hours waiting for somebody to come and take that van and get me another one. And then they made that dude drive a whole hour to get back to the station in the van that wasn't even safe to deliver in. Thanks, capitalism. And 7 days later, on the dot, I got bit by a dog right here on my arm. Now, thankfully, it's healing up. It's not infected, but I'm still finna sue the shit out of that family because it was a Great Dane. That was a big ass dog, and it climbed into the delivery van and nipped at my arm. If it had gotten anywhere close to my wrist, yosh, you might have to find it. Tori, you might have to be the new anime street survival man or something. So yeah,
Stitch you up.
if that ain't the universe telling me, Joe, it's time to get up out of this job. You've done it enough. You've suffered enough. Then look, I'm gonna take that as the sign from the universe on that one.
No,
I think I agree with the creator collab that says "F that turkey."
I'm with it.
Well, he's dead now, so
Yeah.
somebody's eating good out there, I guess.
That's good.
Thanksgiving came early.
All right, y'all.
So, public service announcement, folks. If you got a delivery coming, put the dogs up. I don't give a damn if you say, "Oh, my dog's friendly. He doesn't bite. He's never done anything like this before." If history has proven otherwise, don't take their word for it on that one. Put them away, or I'll put them down.
Asia, how you feel about that?
What do you mean?
Joe said he's gonna put down dogs.
I think he just wants to defend himself and make sure he's protected.
I got you.
I understand.
See,
you
quit
just wanna
treating
defend
these
yourself.
dogs like your babies. All right, they're animals. They need discipline.
But I definitely agree with Vince Arts right here. Damn, glad you're okay, Joe.
Thank you.
Yes, we are.
I'm glad somebody cares.
I just found out.
Dispatch.
I just heard this story for the first time today.
Yeah, I thought I told him already. But anywho, glad I made it out in one piece, and I'm happy that I got to spend time with you guys here tonight. Thank you for all the support that you've shown for the stream. Thank you for supporting us, even though I had to sit through that Mortal Kombat movie instead of watching Michael Jackson another time, because that would have been fantastic. But hey, we'll be back again soon.
For Street Fighter. When is
the next stream is Street Fighter going to be?
Oh no, I think that's coming out like October.
So we'll be back.
Oh,
yeah, we got a few months.
Okay,
a handful of months.
What movie?
All right, sounds good.
Supergirl comes out in June. Ew, but okay.
That's what we're going to see.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
We in second quarter of the Lakers game too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Catch y'all later.
All right, peace out, y'all. Appreciate it.
Take care, everybody.